She got a body like a goddess, and she talks so sweet. It's like I can't believe I'm the one that she wanted. And if I'm really being honest, I know I could be everything she needs if she let me get on it. Yeah. So come here, baby, listen close, hold me tight, don't let me go. Girl, you know that I'ma want you all my life, but I got so much left to do, except for falling in love with you. So I'ma let you keep me up another time, but please don't stay the night. Don't try to change my mind, baby, please don't stay the night. I must do what's right. Don't make me ask you twice. Ooh, don't stay the night. Don't try to turn it to a fight. You know I love you by my side. Just don't stay the night. I must do what's right. I'm done being polite. Ooh, don't stay the night. She'll always find a way around it. I thought she'd be gone, but when I woke up in the morning, she was laying beside me. She know what she wanted. I can never turn her down. Oh, I probably should have kicked her out by now, but you're the finest of them all. Made me lose my self-control. All I wanna do is make you feel alright. You drive me crazy, turn me on, and that's the reason I'ma let you go. Cause you and I both know that we can't keep it quiet. So please don't stay the night. Don't try to change my mind. Please don't stay the night. I must do what's right. Don't make me ask you twice. Oh, don't stay the night. Don't try to turn it to a fight. You know I love you by my side. Just don't stay the night. I must do what's right. I'm done being polite. Oh, don't stay the night.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Hope everybody's having a wonderful, beautiful day. Boys, today I want to hop back on PTR. I want to explore some different class builds. I want to take a look at everything that's new and basically get my character set up for tomorrow, because tomorrow is going to be raid testing for 2 bosses, and that's where dungeon testing also begins. And then from there, Friday we're back to duels, Saturday we're back to duels, and I guess Sunday we're streaming since dungeons are up. I might be in, man, I am not prepared for this at all, dude. I feel like I should do all these things since BTR stuff is just popping off right now, but I am not ready to just go back to, you know, Thursday, Sunday, break days to just like stream days. I don't know what that's gonna do to me, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little like, I've been liking the schedule that I've had, like actually been getting some good sleep, and I feel like that's all gonna break and I'm just gonna start falling behind, man. I'm just expecting it. How y'all doing though? Welcome back. Hope all of you having a good one, man. Skibbity, how you doing, man? Hope you having a good one, my guy. Welcome. How's it going, Sally? How you doing, my man? Yo, you ready for some dungeon tests tomorrow, my guy? Or are you going to be joining for raid testing too? Now, I don't have like a pre-made for tomorrow for raid testing. I'm just going to be pugging, right? And I hope you guys are pugging with me, right? Let's just pug together, dude. Just join some rando groups, because honestly, a lot of the groups are pretty good. It's just everybody trying to see further in the phases and maybe even kill bosses if possible. But it's a lot of people like just there to test. And PTR seems packed this season, so it looks really, really exciting, man. Yo, what's up, Craftsman? How you doing, my man? Hope you have a good one. Let's hop on to PTR immediately, boys, yeah? I want to test out some of the class builds. If you guys have any suggestions for me, hit me with it. I just want to set up all of my characters, basically, and I want to at least have a couple of builds ready to go. I want to get an outlaw AoE build, a single target build, maybe like a killing spree build, and then I want to get an assassination build. I want to get a couple of these things as well. But yeah. Rogue rework, dude, it's there. It's been there for a good bit. Yeah, Rogue rework has been amazing, man. It's been, I don't want to play my main outlaw right now on live, just because I know it's only gonna get better once we're in the PTR. Literally. Literally, it's bad, man. It is bad. Just because I've been enjoying it a lot of PTR, I'm like it's just so different. It's so much faster paced, and there's cool new mechanics to play into. Oh, I love it, man. I love it. So I just didn't play Guardian. I'm actually a little disappointed with Guardian, JG Biggles. My man, I don't know about their tier set. Like, I do want to get a Guardian set up. I do want to do tanking with it. I think it'd be really fun, really easy to, right? And I'm plus scene, but like, I don't know about their tier set, man. Am I the only one? I might be the only one. I just don't really know how I feel about it. I'll go through Druid, because I don't want to play that, like Resto and whatnot. Play the tree homies and play the tree build and whatnot. But yeah, Shadow Mindbender. Shadow Mindbender. I don't know what I'll play as Shadow, actually. That's a good question. There's a lot more freedom to play anything besides, like, you can play Mindbender probably, actually, Jesse. Oh, actually, maybe no. Maybe you will play Mindbender. You know why? Because since you have that instant cast damage value with your tier set, you're probably gonna play Shadow Mind. Yeah, because that's instant damage with your pet. And you play Dark Ascension. I gotta get the music off of here. It's loud. At least in my ears is. You guys can hear it, but for me it is. Yeah, let's do it like that. Huge. Demon Hunter rework on Horizon. Not this week, but next week. Yeah, Demon Hunter did not change at all. And they're gonna be doing some hot fixes this week too. Like, not all the changes are in, but a lot of rogue stuff is gonna be hot fixed, like, I think before tomorrow's raid testing. But yeah. Isn't Guardian tier set just a Rage of the Sleeper? It used to be a full artifact weapon in Legion. I don't remember. So I don't remember. I just don't remember. But I can tell you right now, it's like a 10% absorb shield after Rage of the Sleeper ends. And it's not, it's kind of like a 10% DR, but not like a infinite. I guess it depends. Like, it's a limited. I just don't know how I feel about it. I feel like just a plain 10% DR without like a absorb limit would have probably been better in my opinion. Brew, dude, Brew is so good. I feel like Brew, Blood Death Knight, Prot Warrior, Demon Hunter tank, and I think it's it actually, are like really good looking. Prot Paladin has the tier set tied to Consecration, and me and Atha have went back and forth on that one, but like we're both agreeing, and we're both basically just dumping on the tier. You can't make a protection paladin tier set around Consecration. What are you doing? They're moving constantly. I don't understand this one. It should have just been a personal buff, right? Also, why did they give him armor? 1% armor when everybody else gets like flat DR, and they just get 10% like 1% armor, up to 10% more armor. Like maybe like I guess physical damage that would be really good, but Can you get like a flat DR? Like every other class gets a DR. Magic damage, physical damage, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? You have to do Mindbender, do the Void Form is dead. I don't think Void Form is gonna die ever. It's just such a good button to press, and I think it plays well into the Shot Priest playstyle. I'll be surprised if Void Form is just dead for the entire like Guardians of the Dream tier, man. I'll be very surprised. I think that'll still end up being big because that's a huge burst window. It has a, you know, I think you are gonna have more builds favoring into the Dark Ascension just for that instant damage, for the pains and the shadow crashes. But like, I don't know, man. It's just hard to imagine Void Form not being like used on a priest. You know, it's just good. It feels good to press. It feels good to play into. Like spending your insanity to keep it prolonging a little bit longer, I think works. And instead of a bloodlust window, it feels great. Plus, together with PI, like maybe the other one will be just enough to like actually becoming strong. But I think there'll be like, I don't know. It's just difficult for me to imagine it. But if we are playing into like the Mindbender, then maybe, yeah, that'll be like how the AoE and stuff. Cutting down the raid and Nermtel sets tomorrow a bit. Sad Everbloom isn't ready. I'm actually okay with Everbloom not being there. I think just focusing on 6 dungeons is probably good. I would have loved to have the Cataclysm dungeon in there just because I want to see like what they have done with it. But I think they're probably still going to work on that one for a while, kind of like how they did with Vortex. And they're not going to have it ready until later. So as long as you're putting a lot of effort into that one, I think what they did is chose the easiest ones that you can like scale to our current content. So like Legion dungeons, they've already done like Legion scaling for. If they feel very similar in scaling to Natharian's Lair, like, you know, tune some things down, but then scale up to our level, I think it'll work just fine. And they could like tune things back up if they want to. I think they need to undertune it and then put it back up little by little. That's what I think they should do with those. But those will be the easiest to like transpose into our current content. BFA dungeons are the easiest to transpose into. And then Dawn and Infinite, I mean, it just works, right? You just got to give it like that Dragonflight scaling. And you're good. I think the work with, I imagine that Everbloom will be pretty easy because they've done a fantastic job with just about every WoD dungeon, right? From Shadowmoon Burial Grounds to the Train dungeon to the Docks dungeon they did for Season 4 of Shadowlands. I think like that's gonna work fine. I think they just gotta do some tweaks, but I don't expect that's gonna be an issue. I think where their biggest issue is gonna be that Cataclysm one, Throne Tides. It's got an elevated jellyfish boss, and it's got the final boss, which is like some kind of like a weird, like, not a tower defense, but like it's a wave spawn thing. It's just weird. But who knows, right? Maybe they'll completely rework it. And then there's the third boss. I don't think anyone's ever done that one. First boss is kind of like, there's a bit of jank, like the hitboxes and the tornadoes that she summons are a little bit weird. And then the second guy, I think, just has like a tank frontal. I feel like that's just going to be like a tank buster fight. I don't know what they'll do with it, but maybe they'll add new mechanics and stuff. Chat, which class do we take a look at first? Because I want to explore these. I want to show you guys some of these builds while setting them up for tomorrow, man. What are we doing, Rogue first or get like Druid out of the way? Because I'm going to be peeping some of the class Discord, seeing like what stuff they come up with. If there's nothing there, we'll just come up with something that maybe we could make work. 3 caster motherfucker up to those 2 million or 5 targets. I'm not a big fan of the Affliction Warlock tier set. I'm gonna just be honest. I think it's gonna be strong numerically, but I just don't think there's a lot going on with it. Rogue? Alright, let's get the Rogue out of the way. Because Rogue, I think I picked the wrong Rogue, but that's okay. The Rogue Discord has been fantastic with some of the builds, man. They have full write-ups, lots of recommendations. They're awesome. I looked at some of the other Discords and I wish I had the same organization as Rogues, man. But I am so happy to be playing Rogue, dude. Just because our Discord people, our class guide writers and everybody there, they're so good at what they do, man. I love them, man. From Whisper to Fu. Like, they're really, really good. Like, if you want to learn a class, it's a fantastic spot. But also, a lot of them write guides on, like, Icy Veins, Wowhead. In fact, most of the class Discord people, theory crafters, write guides on Wowhead and Icy Veins. But, like, the way Rogues organize in Discord, oh, it's so good, dude. It just makes you jealous. Oh, is this the Rogue? Is this the one? Down New Rogue? Is this the character that I think... Hold on, maybe this actually works. Is this the character with the... No, it's not. Hold on. This is the character they use for a vid. Let me do another one. I was gonna say for a second. This guy. I'll set my main up, dude. We'll just clear my builds and make some new ones. Feral Rogue. I could go for a Bleed Assassin build. I'd love to give it a try. You don't like Soul Rot? I don't, yeah, no, I don't like Soul Rot, but I also don't like Malefic Rapture that much. Like, the more I play Affliction, the more I'm like, I just wish you could just put up dots and just let dots do work, but I don't know. But no, you're right, I just don't like Malefic Soul Rot. I think it's just Shadowlands thing, man. I think Soul Rot was like the best play for like ever, and I just avoided it like the plague. I didn't want to do it, dude. I didn't want none of it. But that's just like my own personal grab that I'm just gonna have to get over, right? Build a bridge and get over that one. Okay, so let me see if I can make a couple of builds here, man. Holy Palace broken? Okay, hold on. Snoopy with another clip, man. What is this? What are we looking at? A Snoopy clip. Denounce? Double denounce. Hold on. This is a paladin press and denounce, right? 1, 2. I mean, that's quite a bit, right? Where's my man Atho? Oh, there's Atho. Hell yeah. Oh wait, Atho apparently did do something already earlier. Where's your clip, Atho? Hate that I have Destro tier set. I hate the Destro one. You know, I kind of like the Destro tier set. I'm gonna be the contrarian. I like the Destro tier set. I don't think it's gonna be good, but I like it. Like the idea behind it, I like it. I don't think it's gonna be good at all though. Oh, that's a lot of mounts. I'm just gonna keep them there, chat. I'm just gonna keep them over there. Alrighty, so what I was trying to do here. What am I trying to do? I don't know why I went over here. I think I was just trying to check my mail. Alright, take a look at class builds. Boys, Assassin, Sub, or Outlaw? Am I flying? Oh, this is lagging really badly. Is it just like... World latency is insane. Wait, this is actually unplayable. Uh-oh. Wait, now I'm okay. Okay, so I'm okay here, but I'm not okay outside of this place. Alright, so PTR may be melting, but that's alright. Assassin, alrighty, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a spec worth getting excited for, man. Out of all of them, that's definitely like one you should be really eyeing whenever you can. Alrighty. PTR news. Sample single track. There we go. Whisper with the builds, man. Alright, so let's go for like, let's just clear all the builds, man. I'm just gonna destroy them real quickly. Delete for all the specs, except for the Mark for Death build. I'm gonna adjust that one a little bit. And that's the actual build that one of the rogue guys on the Outlaw Discord wrote. There's a guy and there's +1, but I don't remember which one. So ambush, we delete it. We'll put it over here, and then keep it rolling. We delete. Assassin real quickly, and we'll get the other ones done. I want to get like 1 AoE, 1 single target build, right? So Assassin, I am gonna have to figure out what I'm doing like gear wise. You know what? I probably should go and chat. Let me do this. Let me go buy weapons and stuff. Yeah, let me do this. I can do the builds while I'm on my way to buy like the gear, the weapons, enchants, all that stuff, right? Just so I can have like all of my biz gear on this character and everything. And also, I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm doing with all my buttons, man. I'm gonna need to get some new trinkets too, like passive ones or something, just like really, really good ones. So we got a couple of builds. There's a sample build here. I don't know if it'll work, but this is apparently like a sample talent build for single target. Now let me get rid of these two. I don't even know if these are gonna be good, but get them out of here real quick. Let's try loadout. No, I need the import. Sample ST build. Okay, it does work. So double dagger. We go for internal bleeding. Interesting. We go for death mark. Amplifying. So just pure single target, full poison, and basically the same setup within our single target stuff. So that's not really like a bleed heavy build. I do want to make a bleed one, if possible. Like take this and adjust it and just go heavy into bleeds. Got everything here. Trinkets, chat. I think I need this haste one, right? That seems like a really good one. Out of all the trinkets. Then there's an agility. Critical strikes have a chance to summon a lava serpent. I think I'll do that for Outlaw. Join Dream for just proper, just crit. Passive crit. Plunge shoots the blades into your target, dealing physical damage. After 3 seconds, the blades ignite with Shadow Flame. Return to you, dealing 160. Oh, 1.3. Is this gonna be the next Grave Torch? Split between all targets and enemies in his path. So you kind of want to like plunge it into one guy, go on the opposite side of a pack, and then just have him like charge back to you. Is that the play? Crit. Your spells and abilities have a chance to grant you an island in flames 30 seconds till the critical strike deal 30% additional damage, fire damage, split between nearby enemies. That seems like an outlaw thing. I'm gonna grab all of them, man. I'm gonna grab all the trinkets. I don't know which ones I'm gonna run, but I think I'll mess around with them tomorrow. We got a dagger, which we'll get 2 of those. Permanent enchanted helm. And we got a fist weapon. So I'll grab like... I would chance of like thorn, spirit. Are this equip? Unique? Unique equip? Unique equip. Okay, so I can only have 1 of this. Alright, so that'll work. I'll enchant the helm. And I think I'm set. And my secondaries are gonna be all over the place. But I think otherwise I'm set. I'm not really gonna do more than that though. Let's pop this thing on. Just a passive. And I guess we could do like a... I don't know, passive. That'll work, right? So at least I don't have to worry about my trinkets at all. Alright, so this build is just like a simple King's Blade. I need to figure out where this is gonna go. I guess over here. I think that's it, right? This is double poison. I do want to make like a bleed build though. I do want to make like a proper bleed build. Where am I going? Crit one is nice. Is the crit one better? I can pop it. It's just I'm gonna have secondary stats, but like no primary at all. Also, I probably need a lot more haze than this, but we'll run it, man. We'll run it. We'll run it. But I really want to make like a proper bleed build with Xang. Do they have one? Summon Whisper got one. Sample AoE build similar to M+. Classic Spatter. Exsanguinate. I do want to make an Xang build though. Like a proper, I think like basic Xang. Not the bursty one, but like a base one. Although the bursty one will also be really, really good too. The crit was nice. Booming feels really nice with a little bit of strike. I haven't really got to mess around with Boomkin at all. That's another build I probably should set up at some point. Although I feel like they're not going to feel all that different. Like their tier set doesn't really add anything new in there, does it? I mean, based on like what Anyu said the other day, it's just like there's some quality of life stuff, but that's mostly about it. Which like that's still really, really good to see. But I don't know. But nothing like fundamentally, like you're not really going to be changing the whole build. What's up, G? How you doing, my man? Testing out some of the rogue builds, man. Just trying to get myself set up before tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be fun. So we got deeper strat here. And I guess all I just want to do is double Shiv, right? And just play around Kingsbane. Make sure I have a Kingsbane towards the end of, or Shiv towards the end of my Kingsbane. Use that every minute. Use this every 2 minutes. I mean, that seems pretty like straightforward, right? I feel like if I start using cooldowns now, I'm just gonna be there waiting for like a build. Okay, so let's save this as this, right? Make a new loadout, bleeds, and I want to see if I can just like take the same idea on the left hand side, but adjust it to bleed heavy over on the right hand side. So like Shiv having a second charge on like vicious venoms, I don't necessarily need it. We could go into Xang, and we could pick up. I guess I can't really pick up more than that, do I? I guess I also don't really need Kingsbane, do I? Let's do it like this, because I don't really need double poison either. Mutilate, because bleeds are good, and that also works with lethal dose. And I guess I could go systematic failure. So, yeah, that's fine. Serrated bone spike, that seems pretty solid. I mean, if you're going full bleeds, right? Sudden demise, that seems kind of like the must-have. Dash and scoundrel seems like a must-have. I think blindside is fine. And Zaldig, 2 points of the Zaldig, so we get more bleed damage. I guess that's how you would adjust it to go bleed heavy, right, chat? And we go passive Xang. And the idea is to maintain my energy high so that my Xang constantly gets like damage over time. In pure single target. And this does include Serrated Bone Spike, but instead of your Kingsbane. So that would kind of play similar to a... Full dots are up, right? I probably should have went, what is it, the Echo and Reprimand. So now I want to kind of maintain my energy really, really high. And I can kind of spend it a little bit with Thistle Tea while I got it. Now energy is really, really low. But I want to basically maintain energy high so Exsanguinate does stuff. At all times. I would need a lot more haste for this though. Because look at this. I actually don't have enough energy to keep my dots refreshed like that. It keeps burning out my energy. Every time my bleeds tick, they also consume like, how much more energy? 8 more energy. They're changing that to like 4. But that haven't like popped in yet. But look, it's just very, very passive. Very passive exsanguinate damage. I kind of like it. But like my energy though. I need a lot more haste to make this work. Hold on. Do I have like any haste rings? God forbid. I don't think I do. Okay. Boots. I need haste heavy boots. So we'll go with these, yeah? I don't even know if I have embellishments on this thing. Okay, I can because I'm literally just constantly bursting. Alright. That's what I really wanted to play into chat. It's just that Ixang. Oh my god, I need more energy, man. I already have 300. I have 100 here. I have 100 here. I can't get more. Where else can I get energy? I need your energy, chat. Give it to me. What the hell is this? How do you make this work? I almost want to go to precision just so I can have more bleed damage. I need chances for Prop Pally Fury. Fury I can do. I want to set up a warrior. Prop Pally ain't no chance, man. I don't know. As long as I have a consecration tier set, I think it's going to be sad boy hours for Prop Paladins, man. I'm talking to Atha, like he's not happy with him either. Alright, so how do I adjust this a little bit? Man, let's go boots, right? Embellishment, finally got one. Cloak, I don't think I have a good one for haste, so maybe we'll just craft one. Which honestly, I should just go craft like a bracer. I should craft a cloak. I don't think I can swap this out, can I? So I guess I'm just stuck with this. I'll have to go do it on live. I can recraft this though. I can recraft this. And I could maybe swap one of my items. I mean, this is a whole higher item level, so like I really don't know if I should. You know? Like, I just don't have enough haste. This is gonna be difficult. Hard mode activated. Hold on, there's another thing I can do is actually get myself a better dagger. That also has no haste. Alright, so but at least it's item level though. It looks good though. More energy, have a passive haste ratio. Honestly, maybe we go troll, dude. Maybe like this Nightborn thing is just not gonna be able to work. Okay, but you would basically do this, right? Put up all your dots, and you kind of just want to let him do its own thing. Also, I have ambushes apparently. I don't know where I'm gonna put those. But look, as long as you have high energy, you're just constantly like taking exsanguinates on things. Look how much damage exsanguinate is doing. As long as I have high enough energy, my bleeds are consuming my energy. But it means I just gotta stand there and just gotta let my bleeds consume my energy, and they're consuming more than I can make. They're consuming more than I can make. This is why I'm thinking just go maybe like bursty. Look, what do I do? I guess I can slice a nice up, right? At least I can do one of these. But like I gotta refresh this now. I'm afraid to spend my energy. Oh, I don't have enough. Under it. I can't be under 100. But look how much damage that does. So like if I can find a way to game it, but like look at my damage overall is really, really low. Because I just can't do anything. Okay, I think we adjust this a little bit. I think we just make it like a burst thing, right? Just a burst thing, and when we save up our thistle teas for it, right? A charge of thistle tea, so we can have it so that my bleeds will just consume 10 more energy for a short amount of time, right? So I'll basically just like, okay, I really gotta I might need to drop threaded bone spike though. I can't, it's just a bleed thing, but like it feels weird. So suffer from button bloat. Not, well, I mean, if you think there's a lot of buttons right here, then yes. If you feel like that's not enough, then no. It all depends, man. I don't know. They didn't really change you. They didn't really give you less in terms of button suppress. You didn't get less. That's at least that's that, right? I guess I also didn't have a poison, did I? Oh, maybe that's why my energy was like ass, because I didn't have poisons. Is that why? Hold on, let's try this again. This time with poisons. This time with some style. But just go same target, just because it's already bled up anyway. Not desperate this here at all? Ah, it's unfortunate. I understand it though. Wait, actually maybe that's why my energy was super bad, because I didn't have poisons. That would probably explain it, chat. Because this feels a lot better now. Oh, this is just Bleed City. Oh, we're just chilling. Also, I really gotta give that ambush a better spot. This feels terrible. Wait, no, I didn't use my button. That's why. Okay, now we got a thing running, right? Full buttons active. Is It's starting to build up a little bit of damage, but it's only with every single dot that you press, or every dot tick. It consumes 10, or it's supposed to consume 10 of my energy. I feel like the passive version is a lot stronger than the burst one. Wait, I have an Ashkandi proc? Since when? What is this? Yeah, I feel like the burst exsanguinate. I didn't use it properly, but I also feel like the passive one is probably going to be a lot stronger. Even if it's only like 4 energy, because they are changing it a little bit. Also, why do I have an Ashkandi proc? Is that just like one of my weapons? Hello? Okay, I thought I was stuck. Like permanently. Try again with poison. Yeah, let me do it again. Let me do it again. I think I might have not have. I think I was changing up builds and I think poisons fell off in between of that. Wait, no, that's do I need Venom Rush for this build? I guess like a little bit of energy reductions on things is probably gonna feel better. But it's not like I can really put it anywhere. Alright, what am I trying to change? I was trying to swap something out right now. Do I want amplifying poison? I think I want Twist the Knife, honestly. I think amplifying is good, but I think I just want like passive more damage than trying to go for back-to-back Envenoms, because I don't think I'm going to be able to get the globals for those at all. Yeah, as soon as they change talents, it looks like all my poisons just like fall. All of them. Even like this one, which I didn't swap at all. Apparently also Night Stalker and the way that works with ASUS may actually be able to play too. I'm trying to get myself passive one of this. Okay, try saying passive. I'm gonna try saying this time around like passive version. See how well it works. Saying is actually kind of a good button, honestly. Kind of a good button to press. I think I want to put this over here, maybe. Alrighty, let's try this again, boys. Full cooldowns, full everything. I don't really know like what's a proper opener for this spec, honestly. I don't really know like what I should be doing, to be fair. Oh yeah, this feels a lot better. Yeah, I think the energy diff is huge. Wait, slice? Slice. Go to re-vanish. Want to be really careful with my energy now. Now I want to be a little bit careful. I think I'm just going to wait until I have 200 energy or something and then spend it, unless I want to use a couple of these. And then I think it's worth. Because everything's kind of expensive when you think about it with ASUS. Oh yeah, this is a lot more manageable with actual poisons. Flying Torment though, Flame Torment just seems like it does a way too much damage than it should. By the way, I feel like everyone's gonna end up running that. Everybody's going on this trinket. Have a lower chance to draw Torment on your victim. Yeah, low chance, my ass. Low chance, hell no. That's not low. I do think I need a lot more haste to make this thing work though. But like, I do love the idea of like, look how passively exsanguinate is hitting stuff. Just every single one of my dots like consumes a little bit of energy to like hit a second time for like 45% damage, 40% of his damage. It duplicates. I like it a lot. This is a really fun playstyle for me. I like that it's by the way, getting double ambush procs like that, oh, that feels great. I like the idea of like assassination playing around with its energy, right? You want to like, oh, too low energy, hold, right? Because normally you never pull energy, you just spend it. You just spam your abilities out, you don't think about it, you just like send it. So I kind of like this like change. It's a change of pace, and I welcome it. Like there I was under energy, so this is me like messing up. But then abilities like Sippy Cup, Thistle Tea, I feel like just become a lot more cool to press. But yeah, this thing, Flame Torment, that's just gonna do a lot of damage. That's just gonna be a lot. But like the bleeds are doing a good job, and Venom, once I'm actually playing around with my energy, feels great. But you got Garrote, you got Rupture, you got Exsanguinate, internal bleeding there, Serrated Bone Spike, right? It feels pretty good to play into. I just don't know the damage wise if that's gonna work out super well, because I don't have the haste for this at all. I think you might have to go like big haste. Let me try going back to like single target build. Just give this a go if it lets me ever. Let's give it the energy unlock. Exactly. Okay, passive. That was passive just now. Yeah, that was passive. I want to try the active one. See if I can like just burst into, because the active one may actually play better. Because inside of your cooldowns, right? As long as you have like a big Sippy Cup, big damage. That was a passive down. I do feel like there is a little bit of restrictiveness with that rotation, but that's normal, right? Alrighty. I also really would love for my Serrated Bone Spikes to eventually drop off, so I could just like properly test my damage and whatnot. But let's try like full burst everything here. Oh, it's also OBJCD. That feels great. That actually feels pretty good to play. So I just want to have like a lot of energy and I can just spam stuff. It doesn't have like a threshold of energy. It will just constantly do damage. That's the difference between the active exsanguinate. I also didn't have slice, so that's my fault. But like the damage for burst is pretty up there. I like it. Like during burst version, the burst version I think can do quite a bit of damage. But I think it'll just be like if you need a 1 button cooldown, like a minute button. But if you just want constant damage, I feel like the passive one just it's gonna be more effective. Or maybe they're gonna be like roughly similar to one another. I just feel like the 1 button is probably gonna be easier to play into. Just because you can set it up around your sippy cup. Plus, it also does not punish your energy nearly as much. Only punishes you when the ability is up. Like, Exsanguinate is coming up right now. I press Exang, and I got myself Sippy Cup. And this is where I just kind of want to let my blades use up energy. Right? They're all using up energy. So I just want to be careful not to run out. But there's no threshold where I got to be above a certain level. So I can't spend it. As long as I have, like, some in store. Some in reserves. But you can play a little bit more actively. You know, this actually might be better. Now I'm starting to play around with it. I feel like lining up some good Exang windows, this might be better. Also, this trinket does a lot of damage. Quite a bit of damage. And now if I'm playing this one, I feel like you actually would go amplifying. Because now you can spend more of your energy. You can get more Envenoms out. That's probably going to be more valuable that way. If you're playing like a full bleed build. Unless you want to play dot build, that might be a different story. Have you tried Moonwalker? Have not, no, but I know they're all about them toes. I have not tried them, but I know they're all about them toes, man. Like, this works out, chat, right? Okay, so we have 2 builds, right? We have a bleed build, we have a poison build. I want to try the poison build, though. Bone Spike. On cooldown. There we go. Alright, let's try this Kingsbane thing. I also like that how Poison build does not even use Bone Spike. I might actually want to see if I can use the talent instead of this. Put it anywhere else. That actually might be interesting because Bone Spike does very, very low damage. Okay, no, it's still on him. Can I like walk away from this thing? So just because it's just gonna keep tracking it in here in details. Tried Outlet PTR for multi specs. Outlet feels the best, dude. It feels so good, Mers. It feels so fast paced. I love it. What's up, Oni? How you doing, fam? Hope you're having a good one, beauty. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I think it's a great change from what it was. Oh, dude, this new Exsanguinate, the passive and the active version, are actually good buttons. They put the original Exsanguinate to absolute shame. I'm a fan of this new Exsanguinate. I like this mechanic a lot better. I don't even know if it's going to be like really, really good. I just prefer this over what we had before. This energy thing that it makes you play into, I think is unique. I don't know if it's going to be strong. I do hope it is, though. I hope it'll be some kind of like a viable build where you're like energy management build. You really got to be careful, which means like slower gameplay, but more methodical gameplay, which I don't think is the worst, right? Having moments of just like you spend energy and moments where you got to hold back, let it pull for a bit, means you got to be more careful with your planning. It's almost like a Feral Druid-esque thing you could do in with this build, where you got to be very, very careful with the resources and get as much value with the resources, but you're not just like sending it all the way through. You know, having like 2 options for 2 builds right there, I think it's a great idea. I think it's awesome. All right, so for this one, we just like basically the same thing, but we press Kingsbane instead of Exang, which I don't know if I'm gonna like this as much, but I guess it's gonna be solid, right? Gonna Death Mark, Kingsbane. I'm gonna Shiv 1. I'm just gonna try and spend as many of them as I can. I gotta figure out a button for ambush real quick. There we go. I'll try to re-shiv. I really should have shivved a lot earlier, just so this thing had a little bit more value. But this one is very much like if you played the current version of Rogue. This is very much that type of version of what's its Assassination. It's very, very familiar. This one's a lot more familiar to a lot more of you. It's very much like just spend energy. And it's all about trying to save a couple of shifts for your Kingsbane window, which I don't think I'm doing super well. But that's okay. But this one is like very, very straightforward. Damage profile is like Envenom, Big Kingsbane, Dot, which I do like. I like Kingsbane in general as an ability. but it's gonna just be like the more active and just kind of syncing cooldowns together, which is not too bad. I am gonna have a King's Bane here, which is gonna feel a little weird. I am gonna try to use shield within like last 8 seconds of this thing. I really gotta get like a weak guard to track it. But if you use it in the last 8 seconds, that's where King's Bane is gonna do a majority of his damage, because the more poison applications you apply while King's Bane is active, the better it's gonna play. That's another thing you can also do, is called kind of delay charge of consistency for it, to make sure you sink it as many envenoms inside of that window. I think it's worth. But yeah, it's pretty solid. But like your poisons and everything else takes a bit of a back. I mean, your bleeds take a back seat, right? But envenoms are going to be doing a lot. King's Bane is doing quite a bit too. And I think that works out probably a lot better if you play into like maybe mastery heavy, or no, maybe crit, probably crit and haste. Never mind. The energy regen from my favorite sub spec feels worse than it's been. Yeah, they're gonna be giving sub a little bit more like a lower low and a higher high, but that means you're not gonna have that constant energy uptime, honestly. I tried to plan bleed assassin Amazon Dalaran troll, and I've chosen Gong for the 5% moon speed or Kimbo for the extra bleed. I do wonder if that bleed will scale with some of your talents, because there's an opportunity. There's gonna be some spaghetti code that'll make that Kimbo bleed scale. Honestly, I would go for the 5% crit. Not movement speed. I would just go for the 5% crit or 3% crit from like, I don't know which one of the Loa does it, but whichever one that is, right? That's what I would do. But yeah, stab your foe with a and carve out a wait, I got a weapon effect? What does this do? Stab your foe for low shadow flame damage and carve out a piece of their dreams, consuming it to gain a benefit based on the creature type. I don't think it works. Hold on. Can I use it on like a non-training dummy? Does this work on like anything that isn't mechanical? Like if I find like a random little like dinky little raptor here, or like a random dino. Here we go. Does this work? It doesn't work right now, but it will at some point. Interesting. Paku. Yeah, Paku, dude. Paku. 4% crit. I mean, it's gonna be good. Is it a proc crit or is it a constant crit? Because I feel like you're gonna want resources for this build. Plus, you the only spec with Seal Fate, so like crit scaling is kind of nice for resources. Haste and crit, I think, is gonna be a play, and then maybe mastery, because versatility is just like versatility. And then it's gonna be crit mastery. I think Paku is gonna be good, dude. Paku. I like Paku. Paku is good. I need gear on my druid for 10-2 comes out. I honestly wouldn't even worry, just because the jump in the next tier, I would do a little bit of gearing only. I'll tell you exactly when you can, but they're going to be doing a 39 atom of a jump from the current best gear to like the gear and dream of the Guardian. I think honestly questing gear or like early gear you do get from Dream of the Guardian are probably going to replace a lot of the Antora's mythic pieces. I'm not even kidding you. That being said, if you are looking to catch up, there's going to be an event in like a couple of weeks now. Actually, like in 2 weeks exactly, called Turbulent Timeways. In Turbulent Timeways, you'll basically be able to do like it's just like time walking events for like the next few weeks. It's going to be a time walking week, and time walking will also give you like an XP potion, so if you want to level some characters, you can use that as well. That XP potion could turn into like a passive 30% XP buff, which is kind of nice. But also, you get like, I don't remember if you get better gear from time walking dungeons, or you get what is it? Maybe you get better gear, but I know you get like the weekly upgrade for like max level characters. You know how you do like 4 or 5 time walking dungeons. You get a box and has like piece of Antora's gear. That's all going to be heroic, from upgraded from normal to heroic. So the quality is a lot higher. You can get the cloak from Sarkarath, trinket from Sarkarath, a couple of higher like 430 something item pieces. That's going to be decent enough. So if you want to wait and gear those characters through that just super casually, it'll be like week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5, and probably by this point is when the patch releases, or by 7th is when the patch releases, because it looks like it's ending on 31st. And last time 10.07 had the same event. 10.1 released the day that Turbulent Time was ended. So we're probably looking at like early November, late October release, as depending how like PTR cycles go, I guess. Yeah, they could delay it, but like they haven't given a date, so it's like all guesstimates. But if this is like 10.07 and it's like it comes up as it ends, it releases as the thing ends, look at it. Still what seems like a fast patch cadence, which I'm in love with. That is beautiful, it's wonderful, it is pretty, and I'm a big fan. I am a big appreciator of stuff like that, you know? Speaking about pretty, yo, have you gone back to BG3 for the Karlach ending? My god, dude, they gave my girl some justice, dude. Oh my god, man. I still have a save like with the final fight or whatever, but I got to go and see it, man. And apparently they did someone with Minthara. I'm doing a playthrough and I have Minthara in my party. I might need to do another one where I properly focus on Minthara, because this one has been more like a Minthara and Lae'zel. I got options, but yeah. It's our overlap by 1 week. Doing Turbulent Timeways, no, 1 week Turbulent Timeways was launch week. Last week of Turbulent Timeways was a launch week. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like when it ended, right? When it ended, right? When it was like, all right, ended. And then it was like Gen 1 is out. Kinda, sorta. Or hold on, let me reread. No, last week of the Turbulent Timeways was a launch week. Oh, like this week? It'll be like 24th, I guess. Is that what you mean? Like last week? I mean, if it's out earlier, I'd be happy. I'm a happy camper either way, though. Big Mama Karlach, yeah, dude, they gave her the justice. It's a little bit sad to go back to, I guess I shouldn't spoil it, right? But it's a little bit sad at the same time, but it's also justice. You know? That's the best way I can put it, man. Okay, I'll try to finish a quick chance when I have a really good cap. I'll change to bleed for movement speed. Up races without the extra crit can do it, so could I? Yeah, might as well, man. Week 0 of 10-1 was last week of TT. Week 0 of 10-1 was, so like it'll like the final week, the whole week. Okay, so then maybe 24th. I'm thinking 31st, but like 24th I'll be okay with. I just don't know if they'll have the time, right? We have this week, next 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6, I guess 6 weeks. Or 7. I mean, I think an extra week could go a long way, but that's just me. Who knows though? Is that you over here? No, it's somebody else. Alright, so this assassination thing is fine. I want to make the AoE one though, chat. Real quick, I want to take a look at the AoE build, because that may be fun actually. So there's a sample M+ AoE build similar to 1017. And then there's one without DTB, which I guess is Dragon Temper Blades. Okay, so there's a build without Dragon Temper, because I do want to see what they cooked up. M+ maybe. M+ maybe. Oh yeah. This is what I wanted to see, dude. This is what I wanted to see. So this stays about the same, which I'm a little sad by. I do want to see if maybe there's some viability for dance ever. But this one has Crimson Tempest. You got that Phantom Knives AoE damage. You got the spatter, so as you mutilate a thing, when you use poison on that thing, it will spatter to everything around it. You got the opener where you can put up Garrote and Rupture. It doesn't play into Xang, which I'm a little bit sad by. I would like to make a bleed variation of this, but this would look pretty good probably with Kingsbane. Let me try this. Also, no Bone Spike, none of that garbage. Not like it's garbage, but like, you know what I mean. All right, so we got Kingsbane. We got literally everything I want. And I want to try this in AoE. How's this gonna go for like actual AoE though? Like, you just Garrote? I guess triple Garrote not worth it, really, is it? I think I did it wrong just now. Okay, so we got Spatter, right? I probably should have done double poison. Oh my god, chat. And it just cleaves. It just naturally cleaves. Gonna Shiv. Gonna Vanish. Put up Rupture. They're also gonna be changing the way that bleed with what's this works? With Carnage. They're probably gonna make it so it's not tied to your stealth. They're listening to feedback, which is good to see. Also, I'm missing my Crimson. Really missing Crimson. So what you want to do with this build is just to apply Mutilate once in a while. But outside of that, you're just Phantom Knives in and keeping dots at least on one target. If you can do more. And you could Shiv for the big bleeds. And it might even be better to like go for pure mutilate Envenom spam at some point, especially like in cleave fights. But like, might not be a bad idea to just like just Envenom spam, since you got like that buff with crippling poison too. Plus everybody's gonna take lots of AoE damage. And the energy you get too is kind of nuts, by the way. I keep thinking like, oh, I'm gonna have to slow down. Nope, I can just spam. With this build I can spam. I feel like I do want to try Mutilate. Or not Mutilate, Exsanguinate with this. I think that'd be really, really fun. Look at the damage profile. You got Crimson Tempest, which scales with the number of targets. You got Caustic Spatter, where single target poisons cleave onto other things. So the harder they hit, the more they cleave. You got Garrote's Ruptures, Phantom Knight is doing quite a bit of work, and Venom's doing quite a bit, which also cleaves. Kingsbane cleaves. Amplifying cleaves. This is good. This feels really good. I just don't know numerically how it's going to be. I do think I need a lot more haste, mastery, crit. Everything that is in Versa, because I'm so Versa stacked, but this is great. What is Send 2? We don't have a release date just yet, LNKM. No release date yet, but a lot of guesses, though. A lot of guesses. I want to try this a little bit differently, chat. I want to adjust this a little bit. I want to remove Amplifying. I want to go Passive Exang. Maybe, like, remove Exang, and then pick up... What to pick up? Doomblade? Probably not, right? Or maybe I don't change that. Don't forget about shift hidden for target ship. Yep. Yep. And you're gonna have to play around that shift window. Right now, like, you don't really play the talent, so I'm not used to it. But you are gonna have to play around it. I just want to try like a slightly simplified build, but a passive Exang I think would be good. So opener, so I'm just mostly playing around like that extra Exsanguinary bleed damage. I want to bleed up everybody, but I also want to have like windows where, hey, Kingsbane is up, let's Shiv, Envenom, Envenom, Envenom. But in the opener, I definitely do want to get like all the bleeds up and running on everybody. Okay. Full burst, everything we need, and hopefully this will be enough. I will maintain bleeds on as many things as I can, though. Also, I'm low energy. Okay, now that everybody's bled up. Oh yeah, I'm so low energy. Oh no, this is gonna be bad. But the burst damage was huge. Sudden Demise apparently procced on something. Sudden Demise just keeps procking because they're so low. It just consumes all my dots. I can never have enough energy with this. Okay, this might be a little bit difficult to test if everybody's just like blasting these dummies. Okay, we'll do it like this. We'll do that one dummy over here, right? We'll do it like this. This is actually so fun. Wow, Demise. I saw my DPS at 300,000. I on 4 targets. That seemed like a lot, and I can see why. This one is gonna be so good as a talent, though. Imagine you have things bled up, things are popping off. It's gonna be kind of cheesy, like a kill steal, but it's gonna be a huge portion of your damage, because that also works off of your Crimson Tempest, I think, yeah? Yeah, also Crimson Tempest works off of Exang, man. I don't know how I feel about this one, but it's gonna be really good. Let's try this again, though. Alright, I'll do one of these. Big Rupture, fan. Get everything up. We're gonna get this going, right? Energy gotta be high. Oh, it's just all spending all of my energy. Oh, it's all spending my energy. Look at this. It's just spending more energy that I can get. I think I gotta start putting ruptures on literally everything with this build. Yeah, if I'm gonna be putting Crimson Tempest, because Crimson is taking on so many targets, and it's just spending my energy. I literally can't do anything. Look, I'm just paralyzed, because all my energy is gone. I have to be above a certain number of energy, or I can't do anything. And it's just spending all of it. Hold on, we got a death mark, right? We can shiv AoE things. Can vanish, dot everything, right? Everything is dotted. It's just spending my energy. Look at this. My energy, it just disappears. It just disappears. I'm playing the game, but I'm like hands off, and I'm doing like 200k DPS. Okay, Sanguinary Demise is really cheatsy doodle, it feels like. I feel like Sanguinary would even get even more value, but yeah, this. Okay, I don't think you can play this like Sanguin until they fix it. When they make it 4 energy, I think then it could work, but right now I'm just generating way too many bleeds. Because every single tick of Crimson Tempest eats 4 energy from me. Right? Let me show you. Look, all my dots are still on them. Let me just go like Sang and like just look how much energy that eats from me. Crimson. And you can just see my energy numbers over here. Every time it ticks, I'm back down to 100. I can't get above. And this is this many targets. I think all you could do if you are playing this kind of a build though, all you'll be able to do is you'll be able to go put up all your dots, 1 CP, 2 CP, 3 CP, AFK. I think that's all you'll be able to do. I'm not even kidding you right now. Let me just go reset and try it, right? All I can do is just do my CPs. Hold on, all the dots. Crap, I didn't put ruptures on anything. Okay, Shiv, all my CPs. Send them, look, my energy. Where's it gonna go? Where's it going? Where's it going? All I can do is just do my CPs and just AFK. Let my dots do work because Exsanguinate is also like applying. Because like even if let's say I put up ruptures on everything and Garrote on everything, right? That's where I'm like, I don't think I can even ever build up enough energy. Because look, a bunch of stuff is Garroted, and then I'm Crimson Tempest here in a bit. Sippy. My energy's gone. Wait, actually kind of maybe you can fight it. But you need to maintain like everything ruptured Garroted. But you're having to spend common points to like, or energy to build common points. Okay, I'll give it a vanish here in a bit. Death Mark, vanish, everything Garroted, Crimson. You can see my energy. Like as soon as I press Crimson, it eats all of it. Crimson is what eats my energy. It eats my energy. But that Exsanguinate damage is like actually kind of high. I don't think this will be... I don't think you can play into this Exang, the proc. I think you have to play the burst Exang. Because at least then you're like, alright, I know when I'm just spending a ton of my energy. And at least it doesn't have this cap, right? Because this, if you're above 100 energy, it will use it. It will eat at your energy to do more damage. This one doesn't have that cap. It'll just spend all of it, right? So you're just going to have to AFK, let it just suck out all your energy out of your life. Man, this is fun. But like, I don't know, dude. They got to get the new version on here. Let's try this again. Chat. I'm going to put all the dots and everything available. And I'm going to press the big Exang button. And we're just going to see how much energy that eats from me. Because that one feels a bit more measured. It's supposed to be the one that's like hungrier. But I feel like that one is actually more sane. Okay, so all the dots. No spread. Full energy. Full button. I mean, it's 8 of my energy. But like 10 versus 8. Like, it's about the same. Except it doesn't have a threshold. Look, it just keeps going. It just doesn't stop. It keeps going. And I think it's going to be even burstier. Plus, I get like at some point it stops. And I can go back to like put in bleeds and things. And I don't have to like keep an energy above a certain level. This is why they're reducing that down to a 4. Because I feel like it just eats through it way too quickly. Because we're like, right now I can play like a human being for a little bit. Put all my dots and all that. And I'm just waiting until the next big like Exang to go. It's about all I can do. Like, this is actually pretty alright. I think this would be the play. I think this will actually be the play. Dude, I do like this build, though. I do like Exang. I want the passive one to work out, but it's okay. If you play Crimson, you basically don't play at all AFK rotation. Yes, Crimson together with... So, Exsanguinate causes your Crimson Tempest, your Rupture, and your Garrotes to eat for 8 energy. As long as you're above 100 energy. Duplicate for 40%. With normal Garrote, with normal Exsanguinate, they unuse 1. Garrote, Rupture, Crimson Tempest eat 10 energy, so like, the difference is very small between 8 and 10. But duplicates 100% of the damage dealt, lasts for 10 seconds, and doesn't have that minimum. Because like, if you want to maintain the minimum, maintain this passive one, you got to be above a certain threshold. But your Exangs, Garrotes, and everything, even though you need Garrotes and Exang and Ruptures to get Venomous Wounds, they can't give you back enough energy. Because look, it's 8 energy regain, but then those dots eat it, right? Garrote gives 8, but then eats it 8. Garrote, Rupture both give 8, and then eat it, and then you have Crimson Tempest as a tax on top of it. You can never get enough. You literally can never get enough energy. Unless you just put like Crimson Tempest on only a handful of mobs, because every tick of Crimson eats it. Not just like overall Crimson eats 1, but everyone, especially 4 mobs with Crimson, that's like 8 times 4, 32. You can just never get enough. So this is why they're changing this down to like 4 energy, but also I think reducing some of the damage, which I think is fine, because at least like you can generate... Because right now you're in energy deficit with this one. But with the other one, at least you'll be able to get like 8 energy per bleed, right? You got 4 mobs, 8 energy, half of the energy is taxed, and then the other half will be taxed by Crimson. So at least you're like generating enough, spending, generating, spending, generating, spending. But right now you're spending more than you're generating. So at least the other one, like, there's like a point you level out in. But I think also with higher haste numbers, I don't know, man. Maybe it'll be more value that way. But yeah, that's interesting. There's definitely, I think, going to be phases if you can make this work somehow, right? If this build particularly, if you can make it work, the passive version, what I think you will do is you'll put up all the dots and you'll set it up. You'll do a big sippy, and then there'll be moments where you'll actually just have to AFK and let the damage do its work. Like that, you'll be setting it up and you'll just be shivving just to like buff him. I think that's what you'll actually end up doing. It's crazy though. I'm gonna try it again here. I want to make sure I have a shiv, full set of stuff going on. But the bursty version is also really, really good. You know what? I'm kind of becoming like a burst exsanguinate enjoyer now. That's actually kind of strong. Now I'm starting to think about it. That's actually kind of strong. Yeah, like it did a lot of damage, and look, it sticks around for a while. Like it sticks around for a good bit. You could really get like a big burst go, and then you could really like have a little bit more freedom with the energy. Now I'm starting to like lean more into this one. Except right now we got like Kingsbane coming back up, right? Full go. And full another Xang. We got one sippy cup to give us a little bit more energy to work with. Oh, okay. I hit a point where I just spent all of it. I started like all my ruptures started falling off, and then it just like drained me, floored me. But look at the damage that's doing every minute. That's pretty good. I think you'll probably end up playing around this, unless they can fix the passive one. The on-use button seems really strong. Together with Caustic, together with Kingsbane, together with the rupture dots that you can put up that can spread, initially vanish. And Tempest just feels great. This is actually so fun. And what's cool about this is there's like more intricacy into the spec. All right, chat. Setting up my outlet real quick. I have an AoE build, but I want to try a single target outlet build. Let's see. There's got to be at least one, right? There's a couple. Single target. HO, no HO. Oh, heart. I don't really want to play Hidden Opportunity. Is it just me? Am I the only one? Single target Blitz crack shot. Oh, this one's gonna be kind of fun. This is like very, very active, like hyper active. You do these buttons, and you mostly keep same build here, except for like that. And you go for this. So basically, the idea of this build is you're trying to generate as many buttons as you can for buffs. Ghost Strike, by the way, is also off DCD, which is weird. But you're basically just trying to like get as many comp point ability generators in as possible in pure single target. With the buff Rachel, maybe you could hold, but yeah, not much to spend on low recovery. Yeah, they're just gonna have to tweak the numbers, values. I just hope the passive version will be quite good, but like the active version is still really, really strong, and I think that's gonna be like the play. Plus, most classes play around minute cooldowns anyway, right? So you don't necessarily need like constant passive damage. Oh, I just realized the music I've been playing is actually isn't that good. Wow, I am dumb, big dumb. I like the tunes, but that's not NCS stuff. Uh-oh. Well, YouTube is gonna be like, oh, I had to silence some of your stuff here. Are you good? YouTube is gonna be like, hey, we had to mute some of that. You good? You alright? Oh. I was enjoying the music too. I don't know, maybe Liquid City is gonna be like chill with me. Let's hope. Let's hope. I wanna be like, yo, mute it, mute it. Otherwise the bot is gonna be like 30 minutes muted or something. Wow, missed that one. I'm tired of chat. Okay, so this build is gonna be I do need to go for like an actual like fist weapon here though. Where's my fist? I'll need to enchant these as well. Remind me about a chat to enchant these at some point. But this one got ourselves Dread Blades. You're trying to basically churn through as many comp points as possible. You got Blade Flurry, which you'll use in single target just to generate comp points because it's decent. You play around, keep it rolling too, just for the buffs. And the idea is to play into Crack Shot, so you just get as many like finishes as possible. So you also never ambush with this build too. Just never ambush. I don't really know what kind of an opener I'd want to use though. Okay. What? Apparently I lost my buff. A little sad about that. Probably shouldn't be doing the eyes there. Alright, let me just reset my cooldowns. That was pretty bad. That was a bad opener. Okay, maybe we could make someone work out this. Oh, that's a little better. Basically, with this build, you're trying to sync up abilities like Ghost Strike, your Dread Blades all together. Where you're trying to get as many between the eyes as possible. That's your whole plan. As many between the eyes as possible within the resets. And it's really fast-paced. Very fast-paced. I kind of am using abilities where I shouldn't be, honestly. But it's okay. Fast-paced. Fast-paced. It is so good. But yeah, this thing could do quite a bit of single target and a lot of burst, man. And if you use a drone rush in between of that, oh, does it feel good. Pistol, pistol. I just call it John Wick build, man. Except when you do end up using up your buffs or use your stealthy thing out of rotation. The gas shit is so good, man. Oh, it's so good. All right, chat. So this is Outlaw. Can anybody track what I'm doing on the screen? Do I need to get an add-on, chat? Are you guys able to track this pretty well? Like, do you understand what's happening right now? Or are you like, I am confused? Chat, tell me. Tell me so I can help you. Because I can get an add-on really quickly to show you like a true VCD. So you can see what more or less what I'm doing here. It's so fast. It is fast. It is fast-paced and it's very reactionary. Very reactionary. You do all, do you have it here? A little sentence in it, yeah. A little silence chance in it. It's okay though. YouTube's really like cool about it. They'll give you the tools, but they will be like, hey, so there's a thing that I played in your stream, but like, it's all good. Usually it's all good. If you play Outlaw, it's if you know, you know. Okay, the fixed killing speed Dread Blades bug yet? I don't think so. It's only been a week, so I doubt it. Let me do this, chat. So you guys can see like more or less how this thing plays in terms of speed and what I'm trying to do here. And I feel like that's just going to be like, if you have a modicum understanding of like what Outlaw plays like, you'll more or less, I think, will have like an idea of what I'm trying to do here. So let me do this. True VDCD show. Where are you? Can I drag this? I can't. So we'll do this. We'll do True VDCD. We'll disable them all, and this except for me, for the player. And we'll do size icons, a pretty big number of icons, so you guys can kind of like track it like over here, more or less what my buttons are. I make them like extra big. Oh, not too big. That's decent, right? Save, hide. So you guys can see like every time I restealth, every time I press a button or whatever. So why does this go down? Why is this poison thing open downwards? Is it just to save up space? I feel like that should open upwards. I feel like it's a little awkward. I don't like that at all. But anyway, so we got a couple of abilities. So Dread Blades no longer instantly fills you with common points. That's a bit of a weird change. But you will want to use it to make it so that every ability that builds comp points will give you max comp points. It's a Blade Flurry, Pistol Shot, Sinister Strikes. You don't really want to use this on pistol shots that have like Fan the Hammer stacks. You want to prioritize those on like Sinister Strikes, Blade Flurries. But like if you're already sitting in 6 stacks of Fan the Hammer, you'll just pistol. But you also want to use it together with Ghost Strike. They'll end up pretty close together because Ghost Strike for some reason is off GCD. You can just press it off GCD and it just works. I don't know why, but they made it like that. So you'll be using that together. You'll also be using Vanish. Inside of Vanish, you'll have a 3-second duration from upperhanded, underhanded, upperhand, new talent that we added. Basically just gives you a bunch of like buffs that don't, like Slice and Dice doesn't deplete while Blade Flurry is active. Blade Flurry doesn't deplete while Adrenaline Rush is active. Adrenaline Rush does not deplete while you're stealthing. So like if I'm stealth, press Adrenaline, I don't lose any time on it. It just freezes in time. So it's kind of neat. But that together with Subterfuge gives me, every time I vanish, 6 seconds of a stealth window. So it's kind of like a second dance, except with a cooldown reduction, because Vanish can get cooldown reduction from Outlook CDR stuff. And then I'm trying to use as many Between the Eyes in my stealth windows, which is going to Between the Eyes and Dispatch for free. So just like pow, 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 big burst, and it does a lot of damage too. And Between the Eyes, I have a chance to like give him back home points. So I'm basically just vanishing and Between the Eyes in as much as possible as my main spender, basically. But the opener is like kind of a little bit lame. I just gotta get my basic buffs here off the bat. Kinda lost out on some of these buffs. I'm trying to go for as many Between the Eyes as I can. And I kind of want to try to see if I can hold off my Between the Eyes and only use it in stealth. Unless I feel like it's not going to be a backup for a while. Thing is though, Dread Blades and all these other buttons do synchronize together pretty well. A lot of these buttons synchronize together really, really well. So I'm basically just playing around my Vanish windows, more or less. But you can see how fast-paced it is, chat. It is real quick. But as long as you like more or less know which buttons should fall in which priority, it seems intimidating at first, and it was for me as well. And I feel like I know the spec pretty well. I feel like I'm an outlaw rogue extraordinaire, more or less. But I had to play around with it a couple of times. It's really, really fun. It's so fast. But it's also still the same spec, like you don't really want to hold on to your cooldowns. You kind of want to press buttons as soon as they're available. Like Blade Flurry, you'll actually be pressing it as part of your comp point builder stuff. Just because it's like, Blade Flurry actually generates comp points. It's pretty strong. You can see the ka-shing, 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 that sound, right? It's like you're cashing in on your Between the Eyes. It's very fast paced. No, far from it. This is why I don't want to play Outlaw as it is on live. This is not how Outlaw is on live. This is fast-paced, almost like a sub-rogue, with like so much wild mechanics and very, very quick reaction time needed. Live does not play like this at all. Live is a lot slower. And live is fairly quick when it comes to rogues. Like, it's very like, you make the wrong move in your rotation, you lose out a lot of value. But like, this is even faster, but a lot more fun because some parts are played automatically. It is so good, dude. It is so good. I love it. I love it. This is such a good version of Outlaw, in my opinion. Look at this Between the Eyes, dude. Just pow, pow. And then every Between the Eyes comes with a free dispatch. So it's bursty. Like you're hitting a guy for 100k crit here. And if this crit's 60k, 160 per global. And he can just give you back the comp points. It's so good. That was the good old dagger slice and dice. Yo, yeah, Sinister Strike, Sinister Slice, Sinister. Yeah, BFA days. Early Snake Eyes build. If you remember those, yeah. Those were really good. I like that one a lot, yeah. So this is our single target build. Our AoE build is even nuttier. Okay, so it's basically this. Oh, I kind of messed up this build, didn't I? Okay, so I'm going to rename this build. This is my single target. Single target John Wick. You can literally call yourself the John Wick now with these builds, dude. They're so good. That is a single target. I'm not going to do anything special here. But I messed that up. That's my single target. We'll make a new one called MFD AoE. So this one utilizes Mark for Death to do some AoE damage. So there's a couple of new mechanics you pick up. You drop these two. You pick up Dance and Steel. You pick up Precise Cuts. Deft Maneuvers allows you to build comp points when you Blade Flurry from every target that you Blade Flurry. So like when you Blade Flurry, it hits 4 targets, 4 comp points. You want to press Blade Flurry as a comp point builder now. It's Sinister Strike. It's the strongest Sinister Strike that generates slightly less common points depending on how many targets you're hitting, but it's worth pressing now. And you also press Mark for Death. And you'll swap this out into a this build. Because you don't need the extra energy. Instead, you're playing for Mark for Death, so you can get instant common points immediately when you need them. And I do need to switch this out. But it plays very, very similarly in terms of like the stuff you're looking for. I like this version with Killing Spree, but it is better with Keep It Rolling though. It is actually better with Keep It Rolling. But more or less you'll play it like very, very similarly. Except you use Blade Flare aggressively to build common points. And you're basically doing the same thing, except you're a little bit less cooldown reliant. Like you don't need to be looking for Dread Blade since you're not playing that. So you vanish kind of whenever you feel like. More or less like that's how it plays. It's very fast paced. It is still like target capped, which kind of sucks. But this version also does not have nearly the same cooldown reduction because you don't have Dread Blades for vanishes. So you'll be using Between the Eyes like out of stealth. Normally you want to say Between the Eyes for in stealth, but there will be moments when you'll be using them for out of stealth though. That's perfectly fine. But you also have to get used to using Mark for Death with this build. I have Dance coming up very, very soon, so I'm not going to use Between the Eyes. Blade Flare basically has permanent uptime, by the way. You just literally use it to refresh your buffs. It's kind of nuts. But you can see how fast-paced it is. And I got Vanish coming up very, very soon, so I'm actually going to save my abilities for Vanish. I'm not getting a lot of like Between the Eyes resets that I wanted to see, but it's okay. Also, I need to use Between the Eyes since I don't have anything coming up. Mark for Death is also pretty fast-paced. But also, it's just like single target, but a lot more fast-paced and a lot more common points to generate. I never realized just how much I would love being able to generate common points when you use Blade Flare, by the way. That's a new one for me. That one is the one that's like really got me like twisted over. I got Dance coming up in a couple of seconds. I'm just gonna prolong the buffs that I have, just because why not? Dance very, very soon. I got Blade Flare coming up too. Beautiful. Gonna vanish just so I can keep it going. Fast. Very, very fast. How does SATA feel? I think it feels great. They're doing some adjustments this week though, with some of the bleed stuff. We took a look at those earlier just now. Once they have that new build or hotfix rather deployed, it's gonna feel fantastic. But right now it just feels like there's a little bit of like going full bleed build. It does feel like there's a bit of like an energy gap a bit. I guess the best way to put it. But you can see how fast this is chat and how much damage it can do. It's very, very quick. I feel like if you have lag, this may feel like a worse experience, but overall this feels like a great experience as it is right now. I love this a lot. I like the single target a little bit more because it just like I feel like the resources are insane, but there it is, man. But yeah, sub, that's another one I probably should try out, yeah? Set up at least. So I'm gonna have just 2 builds for this one. For Assassin I have 3. Now for sub, I'll give you guys a couple of reads on some of the builds out there. Okay. Do you guys want, there's a couple of choices here. Do you guys want a generic single target build or a Shadow Dust single target build? Shadow Dust is a... Shadow Dust. So that's the Vanish build. This one. Do you want a generic single target or a Shadow Dust single target? Shadow Dust is like Vanish to get cooldowns back. That could be kind of fun. Which one do you guys want? Because there's a basic AoE setup with a new AoE kidney, which could be kind of fun. Or like cooldown reduction or simple build. Which one do you guys want to see? Go play Outlaw, it is if you know, you know. I do hope more people will give Outlaw a try with this change. I feel like the spec did not get any more simpler. I think it got more complex, but a lot of the complexity is like passive backend stuff that you can kind of sort of ignore. And there's more like a linear play to it, I'd say. Like, just as long as you can get in between the eyes is off, and as long as you're pressing your blade flurry and using abilities when they're up and syncing things together, having ample abilities together, and as long as you're playing around your vanish, like, you're good. Everything else kind of works out at the end. And then it's like buff optimization and management that just kind of makes itself on its own. If that makes any sense. It works itself out at the end of the day. Let's do the plain build, chat. Let's do the normal one. The generic one. Let's see what that looks like. ST. Oh, yeah. It plays with my favorite buttons, boys. Okay, so we got dance. We got ourselves the Gorma, which I love. I gotta find a spot where I want to press. Slot it in, though. I always still secret. We are a secret technique. That's disgusting, but that's okay. None of this, so let's go here. We are flagellation. I guess so. It is. Yeah, it's fine. How does sub feel? We'll see. I haven't really got to mess around with it too much. Like new builds at least. But otherwise it should feel more or less the same. Okay, I think we're set. I don't really know what kind of an opener I want to do for this though. I still gotta get a button for this, don't I? I don't like it on this here, but I guess that's all I can do, right? I still feel like there could be a better button for that one. Put it like this. Okay, I think this is more or less how I want to do it. I probably should have done this a little bit earlier. Okay, well the energy is huge. Energy region is massive. I mean, the damage is decent. This feels very, very similar to like what you play on live. I do feel a dance downtime though. I definitely feel that one. Oh yeah, probably should rupture at some point. Yeah, it slows down quite a bit after a while. Yeah, and this is all these things so badly. Oh no, that cooldown reduction, I'm feeling it, man. I'm feeling it. Are we gonna have to play for like around symbols now? Double dances around symbols? Because I feel like the normal playstyle just doesn't quite like line up properly, boys. Like Secret Technique still does a lot of damage, which is I'm not kind of not a fan of, but whatever. What can you do about it? I feel like that's never gonna go away. I do wonder if we'll go back to just like playing around your symbols and just syncing two dances around symbols. And just like you don't really press dance outside of symbols. I'm not sure how you do it. But it's more or less like would be a single target build. Although I played it like with playing it in the same style as the current rating build for a SAS or sub. Feels a little awkward. There's definitely like a moment where I'm getting Secret Technique back, but I'm like, Shadow Dance is not up anytime soon. And that's just a little awkward. But I think the AoE build might be a little better. I do wonder if like you're just kind of send dance whenever, or if it's like, do you sync it again now? Because it might be one of those things where you just like sync stuff. And it's all about symbols. And you're syncing maybe like a flagellation round symbols, you sync in a Gorma round symbols. That's all you do. Maybe that's the play. Like a pre-Gorma symbols dance, a pre-flagellation Gorma symbols dance. Have yourself an opener. Maybe. And plus. And this one basically keeps the same capstones, but it just goes into the right hand side, abandoning some of the stuff on the left hand side. So it's basically the same, more or less. Oh god, the amount of comp points it generates is huge though. That's a lot. So this actually plays pretty okay. Like in pure AoE. It's really good on resources though. I do like the extra comp points to generate. That seems really, really good. I like that a ton. There's a new talent they added for the spec called a Shadowcraft. While Sims of the Death is active, your shadow techniques trigger one with less attacks, with less auto attacks, and stores additional comp points. And your comp points generated by Shadow Technique now come up to you as a buff that isn't something you utilize immediately, but instead it's something that fetches you those comp points like whenever you have a couple of those buffs. So like I'm auto attacking right now. Next backstep is going to generate 4 additional comp points. So you can kind of like bank them and then use them for later, and it never overdraws you. So like let's say I'm like, you know, gonna be able to go for a backstep here and just let it build up to like, I don't know, 3 comp points or whatever. It'll always like fetch 2 or 1 comp point from this, but like whatever's left over, it'll just like stay. And I use Eviscerate. But what you can do is like every time you spend a finisher, it'll like fetch those comp points through a finisher. And that becomes very, very interesting. So I can say I press symbols here and I Eviscerate, full comp points basically. So you can get a couple of those chains where you go to Eviscerate into Eviscerate, and you can plan stuff like that around. I like this a lot though. I just don't know how well it's gonna work, but I do like it a lot. Alright chat, I think I set up all the specs though. I think I've gotten everything I wanted. At least in this guy. Let me set up another class. Which one do you guys got? Any class suggestion, boys? Because I want to do priest, I want to do warrior. I want to see if there's any builds recommended there. I want to do how long is this list, by the way? There's no way I burned through all of that though. There's actually no way. Chat, give me another class real quick, because I think I got everything I want here. Except I need more haste. A lot more haste. Warrior? Let's do that one. We'll get a warrior set up for like Fury. I'd love to play Prot too. I kind of want to set up Prot. I want to see if there's a build for that as well. But let's park this guy in Voldraken, which is where the NPC is going to be to port you over. I want to see if the warrior Discord has any builds or PTR at all. Hopefully there's like one at least. I'm gonna see if there is a build from PTR. There's like one at least. Doesn't have anything new in the pins for like builds. I'm just kind of scrolling. They don't really have like a PTR section like Rogues do, which is a little bit sad. Do you have any suggestions, Advent, for like 10-2 stuff? Have you taken a look at that at all? Just because I kind of want to get a couple of characters set up ahead of time. Like we could probably like throw something together that makes a modicum of sense, but who knows, right? Just park him here. No, sorry. All right, we'll just figure it out, I guess. Because I do want to play Prod, but I gotta get the other warrior spec set up as well. Let me scroll to the most recent build and see if there's like anybody posting talents or anything for PTR. There is a sim, but is this using the new stuff? No, I don't think it is. I was kind of hoping it'd be like the Rogue Discord where they're sharing a bunch of builds and whatnot. But I don't really see any unless they have like a theory crafting section. Oh, this guy got actually a build. PTR talent build. We do have one for prot, but not for red, not for arms or anything. But there is one for tank spec. That's good. Big fan of that one. Go prot, I guess. Yeah, at least the guy that does the guides there, at least has something on there. Push on plus build. Weekly damage build. I do want to try what build he got going on. Okay, so we'll do the stun, roar, thunderclap. And nothing really special here, but I guess not a lot of stuff changed really. In the tank side of things, did that change at all? There's this. And spell block instead of this. I guess it makes sense since you don't really need bolster anymore, do you? I guess they don't really change a lot, huh? As long as you have bleeds, you're okay. But the tier set for them for prot is spending rage has a chance to cause an shield slam to consume your bleeds on a target instantly, dealing 100% of the remaining damage and reducing the target's damage dealt to you by 10% for 5 seconds. This is like very single target heavy. For each bleed effect consumed from the target, their damage dealt to you is reduced by additional 2%. When Shield Slam consumes a bleed, the cooldown of Thunderclap is reset and the cooldown of Thunder's Roar is reduced by 1 second. So you can kind of like Shield Slam, Thunderclap, Shield Slam, Thunderclap. I don't think I've ever got to test this though, but I'm pretty sure that's not how that works. Let's say I put a bleed on everybody. Do I have tier? I do have tier. Oh, I gotta get the buff. That's what it is. Okay, there it is. Yeah, I was kind of hoping it would consume all the bleeds because that would have been nuts, but it's only, it consumes bleeds from like the primary target. But I wonder if there'll be like a scenario where you'll want to like tab and shield slam another target. But basically you could just make one enemy hit you for 5% less or 12% less, or how much less? Because it's also 2% additional damage per bleed. So you don't really have a lot in terms of bleeds, but I guess like 2 deep wounds, that would do it. So it's like 14, but it's only one target that you take a less damage from. I think that may be kind of okay. There's like a really spooky caster for you to like deal with. Maybe that's where it's going to be really good. Plus if you can get like an additional roar in there, that's like 16. But the fact that you can only do it from one target, that's a little iffy. I feel like maybe they should give it some kind of like an AoE component. But otherwise, it's basically a build, Jake, more or less. Alright, let's try to see if we can set together a arms build. Maybe if I scroll down the pin somewhere. No, they have still pins from like ONYXIA and all that season 2 stuff. Season 1, season 2 stuff. So I don't really know if that's gonna work super well. Another thing I could try is maybe find some warriors out there hitting train dummies, see what kind of builds they got going on. That's another thing we could do. Otherwise, I think we'll just craft some together, chat. And I think I need haste weapon. I'm not even looking for like highest item level, just like whatever gives me the most amount of stats. And I think that'll be fine. Yeah, that'll be okay. Just because everything scales up inside of like dungeons and whatnot. Been blessed with the foresight, more or less, man. More or less. But the spell block one and then the thunderclap one for like the demolition roar, that makes sense though. I feel like spell block is an ability that a lot of people kind of like did not really think much about or didn't really like put a lot of stock into. But being able to block physical damage is actually kind of, or magic damage, for 30 seconds is actually kind of huge. Especially since you block so much physical damage. 30 seconds of magic block is a nice DR. Like a solid bit of DR. See if there's any warriors here at all. There's this guy, warlock. Is that a warrior? It is a warrior actually. Hold on, what kind of ability you got going on? I also gotta get a new weapon. So basically just Bladestorm. Basically just Bladestorm. Nothing special. Except I feel like you... I guess I don't necessarily need Skull Splitter, but I think it will probably play into Execute, right? Or as long as you have Sudden Doom, I don't know, man. I think it will probably play into like stronger Execute damage if you can. But otherwise, like, yeah. Having more buttons means I have less reasons to die. I feel like Protection is one of those specs where you do want to have as many buttons as possible. Because that's really all you got. It's not like you can really heal yourself, right? Bear Druid also got a lot of buttons. But just the way you use them are a little different. Maybe pick up some new trinkets and new weapon real quickly. I'll see if maybe there's somebody out here hitting dummies. Let's get haste, and I guess we can take this as well. I'll get Shadow Flame thing. One-headed axe. Is that all we have? I guess that'll be for prot. I don't think I can get like a proper weapon, do I? No. Okay, so let's do this real quick. Let's enchant the helm. And the one-handed axe, we'll figure out what to do with it later. Put this in here, put this in here. Cool. Because those trinkets seem to be okay. I don't really know what's better. I know that everybody's using this one, but I don't know what's another good one. If you guys got any ideas, help me with it. But for arms, like maybe there's somebody out here slapping with Arms Warrior. Is that an Arms or is that Frost DK? That's a Death Knight. There's a Survival Hunter somewhere in there. I see there's a Paladina. Okay, no warrior. Are any of you guys warriors? Just kind of chilling, maybe. I am not seeing any, so. Are you DK? You're Death Knight. Okay. Alright, we're gonna have to fly solo on this one. So, the playstyle is around Rand and Execute. Rand damage increased by 30 and has a chance to trigger Sudden Death. Sudden Death also makes the Execute powerfully slam the ground, causing a thunderclap that deals 100% additional damage. In addition, Execute target bleeds for 50% of Execute damage over 5 seconds. So basically anything above Execute damage. So I think Sharp Blades is fine. I think Juggernaut may be the play. Like an AoE. Actually, do I have like an AoE build? I do have a Skull Splitter Execute M+ build. So maybe that's what you'll play into. Right, since you're going to be putting a lot of bleeds. So maybe Skull Splitter will actually gain quite a bit of value. And you're just going for like full bleeds and everything. You are not playing Bladestorm with this though. If you're trying to make Execute work. So maybe that's going to be the play, huh? Damaga has to go. What's up, Shane? How you doing, my man? Hope you have a good one. Yo, we checked out the Owler builds. It feels so good, my dude. Owler feels super good. We set up Assassination for tomorrow. Set up Subtlety. I'm taking a look at Warrior. We got a prod build. I'm kind of trying to figure out an Arms Warrior build. Kind of trying to make something that can make single target and AoE happen. There isn't single target raid build, then I think it's going to be basically the Execute thing that I have right now. But then I think we have like the Execute Cleave build with Sudden Death. I think that may be the play. But we'll see, man. So like the openers are going to look something like... We got a proc immediately. I'm just going to have to spend our rage as soon as possible, I guess. While we got AoE. I think you will want to play Skull Splitter just so you can get more procs of Rend. I imagine. Probably should also get details of something rolling in. I don't want to wait until I get myself super strikes. What? Wait, he's an execute range. Okay, I was thinking it was just gonna be procs. Oh, it is sudden doom. No, it's not sudden doom procs. It's just like he's an execute range. Okay, so I really need like sudden doom procs though, or sudden death procs. Sudden death. That's what I really need more of. Yeah, there's good details on, just so I can see what the hell I'm doing. But more or less, I guess you're just playing like a rand execute AoE build. More or less, or like a cleave build. We also do this, since you can put a couple of dummies all over next to these dummies. We're gonna put down a Tuskar train dummy, a rubber fish head, just so we can pack everything together, and turnip. So you can have like 5 enemies stacked together and 2 on the side. That's kind of nice, honestly. I like that. So we're gonna do big AoE, rush in. Big bleeds. I'm generating way too much rage though for this setup. And I guess that's all you gotta do is just press execute on AoE because you're thunderclapping anyway. Yeah, not getting enough of sudden doom procs though. A little unfortunate. But I guess that works. I'm just gonna try and play into my Ren thing. The bleed build. I mean, I guess Ren is doing a lot of damage and so is Thunderous. Is this all the bleed sounds I can get? I think it is actually. So I don't really know what else I could do. I can maybe get bleeds, give me more rage, but I feel like I'm just so capped on rage anyway. Like, I don't even know if it really matters that much at the moment. I don't know, man. I don't think I can make this better. Maybe like improve sweeping strikes, but I feel like strength of arm is pretty decent. Because execute, right? Execute. What can I do with executes to make him stronger? Because I picked up all these towns. I feel like Juggernaut maybe will be okay, but I'm just not getting a lot of procs. Yeah, I just don't really know what else I can do. I don't know what else I can add. And just looking at survival, I will. I think this is about as far as I can go with arms though. I have a couple of builds. As for Fury, I have no idea what you would be able to play with Fury. Because their tier set is very, very, very weird. So their tier set is Odin's Fury deals 50% increased damage and causes the next 3 Bloodthirsts to deal 150% additional damage and have a 100% critical strike chance. And Bloodthirst crits reduce the cooldown of Odin's Fury by 2.5 seconds. Now, there is a build that the chat has crafted together a while ago. It's like an auto attack build, auto attack Fiesta. You're just auto attacking, no rage and blow, and you're mostly going for rampages or recklesses. No, rampages into to Bloodthirst, because every recklesses give you future rage, rampage rather gives you 2 empowered Bloodthirsts, right? So you're basically just trying to play into a playstyle where you have this passive rage generation, and you're trying to get as much rage as possible, and just trying to kind of like go for the biggest Bloodthirst possible, with a Spirit Bastion included on top of it. Maybe you could go into Thunderous, but it looks like if you're playing around crit, this seems like a solid choice. Now, I don't know how well this is gonna go. That's my best roll with a trade damage. I just gotta like beat it up, but I don't think I even had meters, so I'm not even sure what the damage is gonna look like. And I wish I could go for like, dude, just go one-handers, just use the new weapon at this point. I don't have any good ones. Like, all these weapons will scale, but my weapons kind of suck right now. Also, I need my resources on here because I can't even track my whirlwinds at all. Probably not good. But you see the damage it does. Maybe that'll be the build, chat. Who the hell recommended me this thing the other day? I think you actually were on the right track when you recommended me this build. I think we were seeing into the future. Because this thing is actually doing numbers. Look at this bloodbath, man. They're actually putting out numbers. I am getting Executes though, and I also have this infused stone, which I probably shouldn't have, because that's not gonna scale well in dungeons. But we're just gonna swap it up to I don't know, crit. I really don't know. This is actually kind of what I can play this build warrior retail. Yeah, you guys are the ones that recommended to me this build on retail. You guys told me just do a dungeon with it. I was like, all right, F it, might as well, right? And I was just like, this is so weird. Why? This is so bizarre. And I'm just like, it works. Now it works. I'm thinking maybe you go single-minded for this one too. Just see if we can get the new axe, Lego, or whatever. Wait, did I already do this? Does this not get faded? Does not get consumed on use. Kinda nice. I want to see different affliction silver burst. Me? I don't know, man. Maybe. Why not, right? Why not? Why not? I'm in the mood for some wacky stuff. We're looking at wacky stuff here anyway. I do wonder if you want to play into the activating avatar also casts Odin's Fury, because you could play into the double Odin's Fury, so you can have it do more damage, or just more Odin's Furies in general. That, or you play into that whole Recklessness. I didn't mean to charge. Recklessness gives avatar, which I think you probably play Odin's Fury. But if you're doing that, dude, play like the Odin's Fury does more damage and Whirlwinds for free. Probably, right? Those bizarre builds work the best. I do like it though. Like, this is definitely something weird, something wacky. I do think you go into Titan Stormman. I think going for like Recklessness is probably the play too, but I think you play to Titan Stormman just so you can get an extra use of your Odin's Fury. I don't want to try it in single target here against the train dummy. Okay, the double bloodthirst stacks I don't think work. Or maybe they do stack up? I mean, if they stack up, that's a lot. Okay, so I'm pressing mostly 2 buttons here, chat. Except Whirlwind. I'm pressing Whirlwind. I could execute too, right? Wait, I'm just bloodthirsting. Bloodthirst? I think I need a lot more crit. So every one of my globals just crits. For a ton. But it's giving back my Odin's Fury little by little. Don't know how well this is gonna work. I think my weapons are holding me back for sure though. There's no way this is gonna be the build, right? There's no way this is gonna be the build, right? There's no way this is the build. Hold on, we got a spear. Did my spear disappear, or is that just like a bug? I think my spear just faded. Yeah, I don't think my spear did barely anything. Maybe that's the play. I tend to prefer arms myself. Maybe I should go Fury. I think definitely give Fury a go, especially if they're going to be playing some wacky intent too. But honestly, I don't abandon what your gut tells you is fun and good for you. You know? That's what I would do. Oh, I also didn't have my auto attack Berserker stance, so I'm losing value. And I wish I had like higher animal gear on this guy. I probably need to like copy like a proper warrior at some point. Because I did have some decent things. I don't even have a cloak. What am I doing? What am I doing in my life? Okay. Didn't I have decent weapons on this thing? Maybe not. I know I have him on live, but I need to copy a whole new warrior over, and I just don't really want to do that. But we'll work with this somehow. Wait, no, Fury. Okay. And for arms, we just do this. Arms. Beautiful. Works. Yeah. This will scale up in dungeons and raids anyway, so I'm not really worried about like damage I'm doing now. But yeah, I mean, this Bloodthirst thing could maybe work out. Maybe. I do want to see if, let's say I press Bloodthirst, right? I get 3, and then Avatar. Okay, so it doesn't stack. It doesn't stack. Yeah, this would be interesting. A full crit thing. And like bloodbaths do a lot of damage. Quite a bit. But it comes like a 3-button build. You just execute, rampage, maybe whirlwind once in a blue moon. But it's mostly you just rampage, there's bloodbath, execute. Especially when the aim is low. This is an interesting one. Alright, so Warrior's like more or less set up, man. More or less. I do want to give this thing a try. I don't know how well this is going to work. I'm expecting for this to like, I'm coming in tomorrow, joining some random pug group, and doing like negative damage. Bloodthirsting and just rampaging. Oh man, I am excited, but also anxious. Alrighty, one more character. Affliction RPG is going to be wild. You think so? Not sure Dragon Temper is worth now due to poison proc chance reduction. I'd say Shiv bleed talent way better. Yeah, maybe Shiv and just not going for DBTB might be the play, honestly. We'll see, Claudio. We'll see. It's too early to tell, but it looks like they're really trying to make an impact and like adjusting to make the talents a little closer to one another. But it's good that you can pick up into Kingsbane and Dragon Tempered. I think that's going to be a really good combo together. Just the fact that they're separate right now. But also new choices they've added are also really cool too. I want to see how that works out at the end of the day. So it has like a 15-20% cooldown in PvP. Oh, with like the UA and the agony and stuff. I could see that. That might be the play for like Mythic Plus though too, right? Just so you can go for like more uptime on it. But who knows, right? It's still early. I think my priest is mostly set up though. I don't really know how I'm gonna play the thing. Oh no, we should set up Shadow though. Hold on, let's set up Shadow. And I think we'll go for like instant cast damage, yeah chat? Because I don't want to play some priest. I don't know how well that's gonna work, but it'll be kind of fun. Alright, let's just try to see if we can lean into a build. Unless they got us covered on the Shadow Priest Discord. Changes. Positive note, mindset change. Got a questions for things. FAQ. Just feedback and stuff. Okay, no. Doesn't look like I have anything. Okay, so we can do a little bit of crafting of our own. So the Demon Hunter, Rogue, and Ted 2. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of them, man. What's more fun? More fun? I mean, Demon Hunters haven't even got no changes though at all. So like, you can't really like put them on them. You can't really compare the two, right? They haven't even gotten their big hit yet. But Rogue is insanely fun right now. Like if you're asking like Demon Hunter before the rework versus Rogue with the rework, Rogue blows everybody out of the water. But Demon Hunters are probably gonna get their talent changes because I just haven't put them in yet. They're probably gonna have them in by tomorrow, or not tomorrow, next week. I doubt they can do it before the raid tomorrow. Maybe pet build that's on Wowhead now will be the build. Maybe. You know, I am gonna try it out. I do want to play like the Mindbender with that Shadow Covenant's disc. That's already set. I'm pretty happy with this one. Actually, we could adjust it by going a point here. And I kind of want to pick up Angelic Bulwark if I can. What can I sacrifice, man? Don't want Rhapsody? I feel like I'm never going to use Rhapsody, dude. I'm just gonna pick this up just to get myself this here. And improve fate maybe. Ooh, I should pick up Essence Devourer. So let's do it like this. All right, what else can I give up? I don't need this. I do need it apparently. Okay. What can I give up? Tithe. All right. I'm okay with that because I'm not gonna Shadow Word Death this spec anyway. Oh, okay, we can do this. Pet. So I'm gonna play like a pet build just because I want to play into the passive pet stuff as disc. Oh, that's gonna be really good by the way, because the pet also does a little chompy when you penance. So if you're doing like a floaty penance, it's gonna be good. All right, Shadow. Shadow. Get away from me. Gila Crosswires, you keep chasing after me. Can you? I swear to God, I hate her. Every time I come to Borala, she's just like in my face. Alrighty. Let's figure this out, chat. So, pet build from Wowhead. Do we have like a link anywhere? Wowhead. Take a look at it. Talent builds. Raid single target, DA single target. So that's the Ascension. Oh, okay. So this is actually a build, a Dark Ascension one. Oh, that actually looks really good. Wow. Hold on a second. We could probably make it work. Okay, so there is no Shadow Crash in the single target version. We'll just make a single target version, AoE version, right? All these are gone, Ski. All these are gone. Okay, except this. So we need 1 point here. Is this all fine? Goes like this, like this, across. Get this, get this, get this. Okay, that could work. Wait, spider tank can fly? Yep, spider tanks can fly. I don't know when they added that, but spider tanks can fly. I think it's when Zereth Mortis, right? When they added like a spider tank to Zereth Mortis, they gave him like a flying capability, and then they gave these guys a flying capability too. I think a lot of spiders can fly now. Zereth Steed, right? Yeah, it was when they added this thing. It was like the spider tank and Zereth Mortis Shadowlands last year. They made it like fly. It does this like fly thing, but then they changed it for the other ones where they have like these jets and they kind of just like change over to the sides or whatever. These guys just kind of pull their legs back and they just float like a big old bow tie. Alrighty, so this is the build that plays into Dark Ascension, and you want to play Death Speaker and basically Shadow Word Death as often as humanly possible with this one. This will be fun. I don't even know how you open with this stuff. How do you do it? I guess dots and just gotta go from there? Maybe? I don't even know, man. I don't even know, dude. Alrighty, let's try this. I guess I'm just gonna give you PI, right? Wait, I shouldn't have done that. That was wrong. I did it wrong. I did it weird. Now we're procking. Oh! It's actually kind of working, sorta. Pop. I did use a, what is it, Shadow Word Pain at the end there. Shadow Word Death's actually doing a lot of damage, huh? I do need to maintain my dots though. I can maintain this without misery, which is kind of nice. Oh my god, the procs. Oh wait, she's just dead. That's why. He's at execute range. I guess it makes sense. Gonna get the Mindbender. Pain. Shadow Word Death, I mean. Oh, Shadow Word Death procs by the huge, by the way. That crit. Look at that. That pet is actually has such good uptime. Look at that. Mindbender has such a good uptime. Wait, that is going to be the play. 100%. Give me that. Get one of these. Look at his uptime. He just keeps going. Wait, it's a perma pet. Wait, this actually could be a perma pet build. Also, I'm hurting myself a lot. Ouchies. Big ouchies. Wait, look at him. He's still up. He's still active. Hold on. One of these. One of these. He's back to 8 seconds. Look at him. You got 15 seconds on him. I can get back in just a second, chat. Hold on a second. I can get him up in a moment. Got him shut about death again. To give him a little bit of duration. We got PI. We're gonna get another free one, freshie in here. I got big cooldowns coming up very, very soon. Shadow Word Death. Shadow Word Death. Big CDs. Big buttons. Big mind games. Big spike. More deaths. Instas. Instas for days. Look at those explosions of instas, man. Oh, this is kind of neat, actually. Wait, this actually is kind of working out pretty well. Hold on, this actually is kind of cool. Huh. You know what? I did not expect it to be like this. I do feel like I don't really ever need to press that button, though. The big torrent. But it is a good button, though. Oh my god, look at this. Look at those explosions. Shadow of Death, dude. You're literally a Death Eater. The Death Eater Shadow Priest build. With some DP, Inescapable Torment, Mind Blast, basically perma pet. Hold on. Maybe I need to press also play Essence Devourer, man, because that'll heal somebody. Wait, attacks from a life healing, siphon life, healing a nearby ally. Attacks from Mindbender, siphon life from enemies, healing a nearby injured ally. Wait, is it twice? Why is it twice in a row? Why is it 2 of that? Because imagine if you just have passive healing with a Mindbender. That'd be kind of neat. Dude, this is actually really cool. I don't really know if you need to go out of the Yisha Rush, but like, what else are you gonna run then, yeah? This is neat, man. Hold on. This is actually kind of neat. This actually works out surprisingly well. Hold on. Hold on. I'm going to name it really quick. I'm going to name it Death Eater Single Target, man. Death Eater. Death Eater ST. Wait, no. That's not how you do it. Hold on. This is kind of cool. Actually, I am very surprised, boys. Very surprised by how well that works. Your Mind Blast charge don't reset when you Dark Ascend like Void Form build. No, they don't. That feels weird. But old Dark Ascension does it just a buff. Gives you 30 insanity, and for 20 seconds, you instant cast damage does 25% more. It does not give you a charge, nothing. No, so you kind of just got to play around it. Yeah. What else can you do? I guess it's like as good of a build as you can really get, right? It's so weird to play into this again, but the uptime on that homie is kind of good, though. Okay, I want to see. I don't know how this is going to go for AoE, but I don't know if I really need to change much except maybe Shadow Crash and AoE. But now there's a full execute range. I feel like I just want to place a different dummy here. Tuskar dummy. Just because it doesn't have like low health. Because I feel like an execute, this is going to be kind of nutty. Alright, 400k burst and target 4 pet out. 4 targets. Marksman? Yeah, I gotta try that out as well. I don't know how that's gonna work out, but that could be fun. That could be mildly fun. Okay. Yeah, it's a little different when you don't have just multiple overlaps of Shadow Word Death, though. That is weird. Oh, but the procs are kind of nice. Procs are kind of nice, though. Big hit. You can get quite a bit of burst, though. You can let it up to make sure it's like in your burst window. That is kind of nice, though. So you definitely can do quite a bit of damage with it. Yeah, but you're not really gonna have a big mind bender uptime 24/7 unless you're in execute range. But this build then gives Shadow Priest an execute window, man. That's weird. And also research generation is actually kind of solid. Actually kind of okay. But I do think you need a good enough opener and not burn DPs like I am burning right now. Because you want to make sure there's like always DP available at all times. Ideally. Okay, we're gonna get a pet. Full burst, right? And then big executes. As much instant cast damage as you can. I don't have trinkets either, so that's a little bit of a cringe. A bit of a cringe moment there, chat. Don't hold it against me, okay? Please, I made a mistake. I made a mistake. I was comparing some stuff for video purposes, so I didn't have any trinkets there, just so it doesn't like run off the side of the screen. Promise you. But this kind of works out, man. Weirdly, this does work out. I just got to be really, really careful with my what is it, the dots and stuff, and the DPs. Very careful with DPs. This does give you quite a bit of like mobility though, because at times you actually can move quite a bit. And also they changed the mate to spike and sanity, how that plays. It has a lot more like instant burst, like immediate burst damage to it. So let's get some pets in here. Full setup. I'm gonna try to see if we can kind of just hold off stuff and try to maximize the value of this instance whenever we can. Like trying to prolong my DP as best as possible. So we kind of never ran out of the window, and we instantly did. As soon as I wanted to not do that, we instantly did. I might want to start using my Halo too. That might be the play. I do like the pains, random pains that just do like a big spike of 200,000. That is kind of neat though. I don't hate it. I thought I would hate this, but I don't really hate it as much. But that execute window is really, really fun though. The perma pet, Shadow Word does beat my top damage is also really, really weird, by the way. But it does kind of work out, and I think that might be good in AoE too. That is really weird to say, but it might actually work out in AoE. So what I would do to go like a full Mythic Plus version of this build, chat? What would you do? What would you change there? Because I know you want to get Shadow Crash, but like, how would you adjust and keep like the pet, but also go Shadow Crash with this? How would you do that? Because I think you would want to play into that big execute AoE. Like, what do you swap out? Because I need this, I think. I don't necessarily think I need... No, Shadowboard Death? No, this does buff Death, actually. So I think I need Mastermind. I don't think I necessarily need Mental Decay. Right, hold on, let me do this. We just make another build. Death, Eater, M+. Like, we're gonna make a slight shift to pick up these two talents. What are we shifting though? I think this is fine to shift. And I do want to pick up a second one, so maybe like Mind Devourer? Or what else would you pick up, chat? Is there a build that does Mythic Plus with a pet build? For Shadow that I can maybe steal from live? I don't think there's probably a lot of them, but no, not a single one. So none of them are playing into Mind Devourer, so maybe we could do like this, yeah? That could be the AoE version. This build is a new tier set, makes Shadow really good for raid. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see. I hope that numerically it'll work out well. I just don't really know. Just off the bat, it just felt kind of weird. Like the whole like tier set setup that they got going on. It just felt like unusual to me, and I thought maybe this would have a hard time working, but maybe I just misjudged it really, really. Oh, hey, how's it going? How you liking this right now? There's more pets. I mean, stuff is doing damage. The Wally one is kind of weird in single target, I think, but AoE, I think it's where it's probably really, really fun. All right, let's try this like pure AoE. Hey, you want to come over? Invite you. Come here. We can do some AoE. Like when you can do a countdown. I can hit you with a PI. We can just have some fun. Yeah. I'll try my AoE. You'll try your AoE. Just testing some builds. Yeah, go for it. Just do a countdown for me. I don't know if you want to be like, pass a lead. Do a little countdown like 10. Let the numbers just go through my screen. Or whatever we want to do. Have Shadowform glyph? Yes, I do have a glyph. I had a glyph since a while ago. They've recently updated, so it's a lot less like invasive with shadow and stuff. It's like really, really light, so you can still see a huge portion of your mog. You'll just have like a little bit of this. Yeah, I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. It's like 2 minutes. So we're waiting and just hanging out, man. But I'm gonna try this in AoE. I don't know. I guess I just want to send a Shadow Crash on cooldown and not think too hard about it, maybe, yeah? Are you trying to get your cooldowns back? Or trying to build up Windrunner's guidance? What do we want to do, man? I do need to grab better... Okay, while you do this, let me do this. Let me go grab better trinkets real quickly, right? Let me just go grab better trinkets. I'll come back and we'll just have like a proper shebang with it, yeah? A proper hootenanny, you know what I mean? I love the more tones of ghosts you stream. Muscle not into tentacles enough though. I do like... I'm not so into tentacles with yeah, I don't know. Void Torrent and like that whole like Cthulhu thing, I feel like that could be swapped out, but I don't really know what you would switch it out to. You know? I mean, Shadow Pain has a chance to make your Shadow Apparitions and then maybe make a Yogg, but like, I don't really know. Like, it just, I guess this kind of just works for resources, because that's really what the purpose of that is, to just go for resources. The others just don't really synergize super well into like that instant cast damage that you were really looking for. You know? So there's probably like, maybe there's a better option. I just don't see it. I'm just blind and I don't see it. We're just gonna try this gem thing, because I saw that people run it and it gives you crit. And maybe like a crit build for this one is gonna be kind of nice, honestly. I can do a better weapon here too. Give myself like a little bit damage increase by 400% against targets at low health. That's gonna be cheesy, but it might as well, yeah. Alright, so we got trinkets. We got ourselves mastery. You know what? That's actually pretty good. Mastery is a good staff for priests, so that works out. I saw people running crit with it. Does an ability to have a chance to tag in a new best friend. And empowering the bonus for 3,000 before diminishing over 12 seconds. So you're just randomly tagging in either mastery versus a crit. No haste? Interesting. I like that spread. No haste is weird. I feel like that would be a stat that everybody would love. Haste, mastery, crit. It's broken if you end up testing with 4K int. Okay, yeah, we'll try it. We'll try it. I don't know how this one is gonna go, but we'll give it a try, man. I don't know. It is broken, but I think everybody's gonna end up using it for ray testing, though. Don't let me say, what's up, Zero? How you doing, my guy? Hope you have a good one. Welcome, welcome. All right, ready? Give me a countdown, and we go. Whatever you want to do, my guy. I'll make sure to PI you, and we'll just have a go. I just hit the AoE train dummies. I'm not gonna hit the guy to the left. I feel like that'd be cheaty doodles, but are you playing survival? Yo. Hell yeah. Oh, you got the bear? I need to get myself one of the bears. What do they even do? Are they tenacity? Yeah, they are tenacity. Because you get yourself endurance training. It's only 5%. Wasn't this like 8% at some point, or 7? What my bloodlust pet is? Yeah. One of them, it's if you got like wolf or something, that should be bloodlust. That's a lust pet, that one. That one. If it's giving you predator's thirst, yeah. Oh, we got lust MPI? Alright. Just gonna be cheesing this hard. Alright, my guy, whenever you're ready, give me a countdown. Ready whenever you are. I'm just gonna immediately hit you with the PI and send my stuff. 10, 9, 8. Hit me with it. I thought you would do like / countdown, like the in-game one. But that may not work properly. Okay, this trinket is kind of nuts. Kind of doing a lot of stuff. I can't see anything. Okay, we may not be able to use this trinket ever again, chat. This is a lot. I can't see anything. Shadow Crash? Could you guys see anything? Apparently did stuff. I can't tell, but apparently did stuff. Can't see anything. I did not expect for it to do this. I think it's this thing, yeah? Yeah, it just keeps procking infinitely. So it may just not be, that may be banned, just so we can actually see things. I feel like everybody in the Mother is going to use it for ray testing tomorrow, because it seems like a solid trinket. It seems plenty strong, but I don't think we can. I don't think we can. That just creates a terrible viewer experience. Yeah, yeah, Odie. I see that. That's how I'm feeling internally. Looking at this, I'm distracted. I can't even like see the mobs. I feel like I'm blind. Because I am. Can I right click it? Trying to right click it. I'm trying to fight it. It won't let me. It just keeps procking insta over and over and over. Yeah, this is gonna be like that tomorrow. I hope they fix this. Hope they fix it by tomorrow, because that'll be impossible to like tell that was happening. Plus, I have perma 4,000 intellect. That seems a little strong, like a little too strong. Seems like a little much. Not gonna lie. All right, let's drop this down. Give you a bunch of buffs again. Oh, okay. Well, your damage gotta stop. Okay, we can stop. We can stop. Finally, it stopped. Jesus. Oh, there it goes again. But yeah, that does a lot of damage. Look at that. Shadow Word Death does a lot. I mean, we get enemies to the execute range, but like in this, Torment is doing a lot of cleave. Psychic Link is also doing quite a bit. Shadow Crush is also pretty good. I mean, that's sitting for 300,000. Okay. Yeah, Fury is also doing really, really good too. With Master, oh, that's gonna be top damage for him. Okay, we're gonna walk away, right? We can't even right click this off. It's like a debuff. Can I remove this? We can. Okay. I'm just gonna go buy another trinket. I'm not running this in again. That was a lot. Fire Lord Shadow Priest? Basically, dude. I'm just exploding with excitement. Wow. I just can't. I can't. The other trinket was fine. This one was just like a mess. Like, even if it's gonna be good numerically, visual clutter is just like killing me. I am afraid what tomorrow's gonna look like, dude. Because you know everybody's gonna want to run for 4,000 extra primary stat. Everybody's gonna run it tomorrow. And if it's doing the same thing, it's just brocking like this, everybody's gonna be just exploding. I was using it on my rogue earlier, and my rogue wasn't getting like the kind of procs that this thing is getting. But also, then again, I don't even know if I pressed it. Or maybe it was another trinket that I had. I have no idea. I might have confused the two. Got a different song in here. I need a new trinket. That's what I need. This thing. Alright, now we got something more sane. But you know what? I'm actually surprised. This tier said, I thought it was going to be kind of garbo, but it's actually a lot better than I expected. A lot better than I expected. This was surprising. How good this is. Very surprising. I'm impressed. Actually impressed. This is nice. Total logic of Shadow Priest losing health over time. I mean, yeah, it is. I mean, maybe it's broken because of my Shadow Word Death, though. That's interesting. Because it is like something about like dire. When circumstances are dire, your soul ignites. So like maybe like pressing Shadow Word Death and just having to like proc me multiple times in a row. Maybe just counting like the amount of times I'm getting hit. So it's just like, oh, you're dying. And it's like, well, slowly. But it's almost like saying like, oh, you're dying. Well, yeah, I am aging. Every second I'm aging, so you know. Well, this was fun. Alright, I'm not even gonna set up Holy, dude, because I'm not gonna play that thing. It just does not look like a lot of fun. I'm gonna play Disc, I don't play this thing. So this thing is all set up and ready to go. I want to set up maybe like one more, just because I don't have raid later tonight. Let me swap it over, Jake. I hope you're gonna hear this at a bit of a delay. But let me swap it over and I'll come back to you in a bit. Unless I go to like Horde side. We'll see. But this character's set up, ready to go. I'm excited. I'm gonna play this one in Valdraken. Just because I don't really know where the NPC support stuff is gonna be in Stormwind, but I know where one is Valdraken. So I want to do some raid testing on this thing as well. That's gonna be kind of fun. I feel like it's been a year since I caught one of your streams. I used to run a lot of Firefighting 1 Shadowlands. Hey, Zero, we still do them, man. If you ever want to join, we still run them pretty regularly. If you ever want to join some, my guy. Alright, so I think I am going to set myself up for probably like the Death Eater single target, unless there's like an AoE thing. But this is kind of cool. I'm actually kind of not hating this. This is actually sort of kind of putting together. I always wanted to find a way to make Dark Ascension work. And I feel like this is the first time I'm seeing Dark Ascension like properly work, more or less. Like everybody's like out here on PTR, man. It's so lively, dude. It's so lively in PTR. It's jarring. I'm excited for tomorrow though. Dungeon testing, raid testing. All right, another thing I really want to set up is a monk, but I don't really know like where to start except for brew, which is just like pretty straightforward. I don't think I would tank tomorrow though on brew. That'll be just for dungeons. Hunter more or less set up. Shaman, I think I have a build that is gonna work just fine. I just gotta plant him in a good spot. But like this thing could work just fine. LA Shaman could be really fun though with the LA Blast thing. I think I would just take like their current LA Blast Primordial build and like adjust it for single target maybe. Oh no, weren't people messing around with like Ascendance though too? Like as Ascendance Shaman for AoE. I might even have a build for that. No, I don't. Nah, this is Resto. Let me see if the Shaman Discord has anything I could derive from it. Maybe. Shaman Discord is generally like gung-ho about stuff. Changelog, set impressions, tier feedback, tier set builds. Oh, there we go. Only press Lava Blast, Elemental Blast, 100% time on Ascendance easily. What? Hold on a second. I need to try this. Apparently 100% uptime on Ascendance build. Chat. I am excited. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. Hold on a sec. Hold on a moment here. Hold on a moment here. What is this? A second here. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. We gotta try this. 100% Ascendance build. This could be really, really fun. Lightning Fire Hybrid. With power scale for set. Yeah, that'll be fine. Lightning ST with a twist. Fire Spurge with SK. Sky's Stormkeeper. I'm liking this. I'm already excited. Alrighty. So let me show you this build, boys. I don't really... We're gonna keep Wildfire build, but I think we're getting rid of like M plus Lightning entirely. Wildfire is gonna be like kind of how we do AoE. I think I need to go Echo Chamber though and mount it to the fall instead of like Skybreaker, but that does have some synergy. I don't even know if I need Elemental Blast for this one then. Because it's gonna be free Elemental Blast anyway. But I don't know what else I would pick up. Yeah, I think I'll just keep it as is, honestly. Unless I pick up maybe like Reduce Cooldown of Ascendance. Nah, probably not. Alrighty, so we'll do another build. Import. Current build. Can I type? Thank you. Alrighty. Why do I have this? I don't know why I have Frost Shock, but maybe it's just like for when you don't have your buffs. So I guess it's fine. So we'll do it like this. Okay. So this build, it says only press Lava Burst, Elemental Blast, and Primordial Wave with this one. So this is like you want to proc your deeply rooted elements, and you're basically just throwing around abilities until you get that proc. Let me go also get new trinkets as well, because those are always kind of whatever for me. We'll do this one, and I guess maybe this one. I don't really know. The crit may not be necessary just because I'm already critting anyway. So let's do like another intellect thing. Let's do this. Just for int. Just because int is good. Master might actually be kind of okay here too. I'm trying to go for big ascendance. Alright, so... Trying to see if I can get a proc here. I need a lava burst proc. Like as soon as I get a good lava burst proc, I think we'll be chilling. But I kind of just need that one initial proc. Just not getting one though. A bit sad. No, let's do this. I just want to press lava burst until I get the proc. Once I get the proc is when I'll actually send my abilities. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I'm only pressing lava burst and elemental blast and primordial whenever that's up. And this should give me basic perma ascendance. Should, keyword. If I get a proc in particular too. Ah, ooh. I think I need a lot more haste to make this work. But I guess that is one way to do it, right? That is the perma ascendance build, more or less. As perma as it can be. I just need to get initial proc and then hope I get it again. And then you'll just lava burst and Ellie blast. I hope you get the procs you need. Hopefully get some. I think if I had the proc and then a less then, maybe that'll work better. Master is best, so maybe I do need more master for this one then. But I don't really know if I can really set up like a big mastery thing. So I do want to think, I think I want to save my primordial for whenever I get a big lava burst go. And then I want to send everything. That's probably the play. I'm quite heavy on this build. Let me see if I can adjust actually. Because I'm very, very crit heavy, haste heavy, but I don't need crit. So I can swap out like a ring for like a little bit more mastery. I don't think I can swap out my weapons from mastery. Not really. Bracers, not really. Cloak, not really. Neck, not really. Unless you just go craft stuff. That's already got a bit of mastery on it. Okay, so like I really don't have a lot of master to work with. 50k, I mean 50, yeah, not a lot. 5,000. Not a lot. Oh, there we go. So I got a proc. I'm gonna try to see if I can kind of maintain it. So very much RNG though, from what I could tell. Very RNG. Every time a lava burst, there's a chance I could get myself a good proc. And elemental blast maybe extends it? Nah, I didn't. I was hoping maybe Ellie blast would have extended there. Yeah, I think I may need a lot more mastery, but it is a build. I mean, I guess it kind of works, right? And it's pretty easy to play into. You mostly just lava burst whenever you can. You don't really need to elemental blast or lightning bolt. Not really. Or you may want to do like lava burst into elemental blast kind of stuff. Or what you want to do. Maybe you'll frost shock. Oh yeah, you also want to get instant cast lightning bolts whenever you get your proc though. Okay, so that's something I probably should have been going to. I do remember, need to remember that. Maybe proc? Okay, extended a little bit, but not a proc. Yeah, close. Okay, well I guess this is something to work with. Sorta. I don't know how well this is gonna end up working for me. I'm not able to maintain it for too long. No. There we go. I mean, it's up for a good while, but I don't really know if I can maintain it that long. Unless maybe I have like Bloodlust and everything rolling in. Oh, wait. Hold on. I do wonder, actually. Because I didn't really copy the build fully. Or did I? No, I did. No, okay. This is everything. Alright. So, okay, I have the DPS specs now. 2 DPS specs, 1 healer spec. Yeah. So they don't have 3 DPS specs. One has always been a healer. They had 1 DPS, 1 healer, and now they got a 3rd one, which is like a support DPS thing, if you can call it that. Yeah. If I can find, there was an evoker earlier. I could show you the 3rd spec. Trying to see if we can get a proc at all. There we go. Okay, so I got a couple of Blasts back to back there. I kind of need another reset of Blast if possible. Or another reset of Ascendance, a reproc. Okay, so you also kind of banking for your Maelstrom to be reset or refunded from your Elemental Blast to keep the chain rolling. Okay. Yeah, this is a little bit harder than I thought it would be. Honestly. A little bit more challenging. Or not? Or just a little proc? Or maybe not. Or maybe not. It's like so inconsistent in procs. Or at least it feels very inconsistent. Sometimes it's just like, I don't think you can get the chains anymore like you could you? Probably not. Probably not. I mean, I guess it kind of works. As a build. But sometimes it just doesn't really proc how I wanted to. If that makes any sense, chat. I mean, I guess it works out. It is very insta-casty though. I do like that. But I'm just not getting the procs that I really want. I am getting a decent uptime, but I don't really know if that's like high. It's probably not high at all. The damage also feels a little weird, but I think that is just my lack of mastery. If I had a lot more mastery, then maybe I think this would feel a lot better. That, or I almost feel like it needs Mountains of Fall in order to give yourself more Elemental Blast procs, you know? Because do you even really need Elemental Blast as a talent for this? Can I give up another talent? No, I can't. Okay. Because I was thinking maybe Mountains of Fall would be really, really good, but I don't really know. Oh wait, hold on. Another buff I don't have here is Flame Tongue. That's one thing I'm missing. Is a Flame Tongue. Preservation gonna go ham and heal in numbers. I think it's gonna be good. I feel like Preservation just kind of been like out of the loop for a bit. There's another guy that's doing this. Oh, where do you get the shield from? Verdant Gladiator? Wait, can you pick up PvP gear now? Did they add PvP gear on the vendors? Because I checked the other day, they didn't have anything new on the PvP vendors at all. Hold on a second. Dude, they got new stuff. Do they got new? They do! Hey! Hold on a second. Okay, that'll be fun to test with. Okay, so one more mastery. I'll pick up mastery here. That'll work. That'll work. Don't I have like a weapon? We good from here? Yeah, haste master would be even better. All right, well, maybe this will work. A little bit more mastery, but like actual decent weapons in here. Nice. Some that wasn't there earlier when I tested, but it's nice. All right, what's this guy's uptime? Doesn't look like he's really got much of uptime either. Him and me are about the same. I want to see what happens if I just want to see if I can get myself a proc chat, Bloodlust, and see for how long I get proc. Just want to sit there and wait. You're flinging out 10 living flames with breath. Yeah, I mean, we'll see how it works out. It's just been on the back burner, I think, for a lot of people since augmentation came out. Since it's the new cool kid in the school, but we'll see. Yeah, I definitely do hope for the best for it. So I'll try to do this. I'll try to do a reset whenever like we get a proc for Ascendance. I just want to try like a proper, like, let's just go full Ascend. What the? Let it hear or something? Or maybe that's what you want to do too, is you want to just lava burst super hard. Yeah, this guy's even struggling to like maintain it. Alright, Ascend maybe? Nope. Ascend? No. Maybe Ascend? Yeah. Okay, we just got a full Ascend. Oh, we got procs though. Big procs of lava bursts. Back-to-back procs. Alright, hold on a second. There it is, chat. There's the perma Ascend, which is pretty long Ascend. I don't know if it's perma though, but maybe now that I'm getting like myself a reset on the primordial, maybe this is where we could get a reset, like a proper one. It says guaranteed resets or guaranteed perma, but maybe it's like a little bit of RNG to it. That was a reset just now. Hold on, I think we got a chat. I think we're in. I think we're in the zone. I'm waiting to see if this thing will like, oh, it just reset on itself. Not bad. So you're in the Ascendance long enough with the Elemental Blast to stay in like your go long enough in order for you to get your Primordial back, and then by then you should hopefully get like a free proc of Ascendance full by then. Hopefully. Like right now, hopefully maybe I'll be getting one. Otherwise, yeah, there goes the proc. Or not. It's only for Flame Shock resets. No. Oh, Primordial though. Get a big Ascent, so hopefully that'll give us a proper proc. Or not. Oh, we are in Ascent forever though. Look at that. Hold on, haven't left it yet. You just need a big RNG, send everything inside of Bloodlust, and just hope for the best afterwards. This is working, and if I have to move, this is gonna suck. But if I can move, like with one of these, you can get some movement in here. Blossom build going forward, is that what you think you're gonna play? You know what, I'd be happy to see more evokers out there, pres evokers in here. I feel like those guys have been like out of the meta ever since augmentation came around. Any evoker you want, you don't even want dev, you want aug, you don't want pres, you want dev. It's all aug or nothing. Ah, we lost it, chat. We're doing pretty good, man. We're doing pretty good. We're doing some numbers for a good bit. But out we are, out we go. This is fun. This is pretty cool. Alright, so we have this, and then we have the AoE build, which is Wildfire build, which I guess what I'm going to try out whenever dungeons are active. But I have two set up now. Do I have this? Is it two of them? No, one is just a normal weapon. Okay. Alright, that works. I like the shield too. That looks really good. You can't see it, but that was fine. But yo, chat. What other character? Is this Zell? Hunter? Do we have a hunter build? I would like survival. I would like to try survival if I can. Is there a build? Doesn't look like there's a build. But what I could do is this, survival. I do want to set up BM and survival. I want to see if there's a BM build anywhere. Like recommended build. Okay, so BM, we can do a couple of these things. There was somebody like talking about builds, so you can maybe derive some info from there. So they got kind of like a this going on, except I can remove like beast cleave if I just want to go pure single target, and I guess you can go into sharp barbs, but then I'm still like in a little bit of a beast cleave kill commands. We don't necessarily need those, do we? Bloodshed, and that could work for a single target build. That could be my like single target loadout. Except I'll switch it out to kill commands here. And it's about like press Bestial Wrath to kill command a bunch. I think I need Stomp in order to pick up Dark Command, unless I want to go Hunter Spray. Which maybe Hunter Spray is the play. Kill command has a separate to make kill shot usable. But I do summon new pets though. Probably like this. And like reduce cooldown or something, yeah. Maybe that'll be the play. Because I don't even know if I need more wild call. I'll be resetting my barb shots anyway. Okay, so this is like my single target BM build. We can work with that. 700k HPS. Like on AoE dummies? Does HPS and dummies even like work properly? I never like looked at 700 like HPS unless you're like in a raid or a dungeon. Do dummies count? Like, do people look at those numbers? Because I've never seen anyone like, wow, look at my HPS on a dummy. Usually it's like in a raid or something. Like DPS is a little different, right? Because it's like, there's a patchwork thing for you to hit. But HPS, I never heard anybody use that, those numbers like as valid numbers, but who knows. What are the changes for Fear Warrior and Protection Paladin? Prop Paladin just got a tier set, which is kind of mediocre, honest to justice. Fury didn't get a lot of changes, but a tier set that may heavily lean into more bloodthirsty heavy build, as well as Odin's Fury. We actually set up something for tomorrow, so maybe we'll give it a go. If we do dungeons. Is Spear healing skewed at this point? It's just like, it's really difficult to like put an HPS on a healing when it comes to dummies. HPS is more like practicality. It's better to like look at HPS numbers in a practical setting like a raid or a dungeon, right? Like Sarkareth, and you tell me like you're doing 190k HPS, that's a number that I can take a look at because it's comparable with all the other healers. That's like, okay, that's a solid number. Like, or if it's at 240, that's like you're breaking records or whatever. But like on 5 dummies, I never heard anybody heal like, yo, I got, I don't know, like 200k or 120k HPS on a single target dummy involved. Because I don't even know if details like, does it count? I don't think it ever counted for me properly. Like an amoeba, you know? So we got BMST, right? And then we can switch out to more cleave in AoE. I like Stompy. Stomp. That's good. We can pick up this. So this is going to be like a... I still need a point, huh? Okay, so this is going to be my AoE one. New loadout, BM, AoE. Hopefully I didn't scuff it up too bad. Hopefully the game will know what I'm trying to do here. Hey, Dalaran, I see you, brother. What's up, Semi? Hope you're having a good one. Please tell me something about among DPS. They're like toes. They have a very toe-focused tier set. Lots of toes. Lots of toes. Will Jacket Healing Burst? Yeah, I just don't even... I mean, I can walk over there. I just don't really know, like... I don't even know if I'll see it. I don't know if, like, my details ever really picked up healing meters. But even then, like... I don't know what's a good healing meter, what's a bad healing meter at that point. Like, I just don't know. Alright, so this is going to be my single target build. I think I'll take points out of Ruthless and put it somewhere else for grenade damage, right? Bomb damage. That could be kind of good. Butchery carve. I think I would put into bomb damage and do something like this, yeah. And lunge and crit damage because that seems to synergize. And like that stuff seems fine. I don't know if I would do this though, but maybe like you would. I don't really know what the survival starting to run. But this is more or less I think what I would end up running. Wait, yeah, I think that's fine. I was thinking this would actually reduce the cooldown of flurry. Yeah, I'm just gonna throw in some together. I'm thinking this would be okay for single target. Because like I'm just picking up all the challenges about bombs except for explosive expert. I wouldn't pick that up. I would pick up tactical advantage, that's fine. I think butchery's fine, but it's just like I guess you could move that and this if you really wanted to go pure single target, right? So like I guess you could put it into killer companion or sweeping, or put it into quick shot maybe, and then I don't know, 1 point somewhere. Is some options. Harpoon talent, go into more kill command resets. Harpoon entirely, or you mean like this in terms of engagement? Because then I have 2 points that I can still spend. This is the focus part. Okay. So last 2 points. Sweep and spear. Killer companion. Explosive, which I probably don't think you're going to end up saying that's good. Or quick shot. Drop terms of engagement. Okay. So last 2 points that I have. I just pure single target. Like I'm not cleaving. I think it's just going to be me versus the boss. I think Bombardier is good. Pick it up. Coordinated assault to match with tier is good. Fear of the Eagle is a must. Cooldown reduction for FOTE worth. Cooldown reduction. Explosives? This one? Or like ruthless? Oh, ruthless. Okay. I just run with that. That's fine. Got it. And then I'll make an AoE separate version. So this will be called my... I gotta delete all these. Sorry, Jake. I'm deleting some of your builds, but they're up on live. This is just PTR things. So I'll make a, I guess like single target and AoE build for survival won't be all that different, will they? Yeah, so this would be like ST survival. Ars Fury of the Eagle, right? Fury? Yeah, Fury of the Eagle. And we'll make a AoE one, AoE Fury. Because when you scale, it should be around 40 to 43 crit if you're guaranteed to get it on the CDR and bombs flank strike. Fair point. I don't know if you had a lot of information on SL and DF, but what do you mean that there's new meta? Do you mean that the new meta would be like, I think somehow Monk is nice to me, but... So I asking like, is Monk going to be good if you end up swapping it for Dragonflight compared to SL? Monks are not that bad right now. Like in Raid, they're pretty decent. AoE, they're alright. Not the strongest melee, but like not a bad one. PvP, they're pretty fun too. They're pretty decent there as well. I'd say right now, monks, they're looking kind... I need to mess around with them more on for 10 too, right? We're heading out on PTR right now and trying out some of the builds there. I'm not a monk main. I don't really play Moonwalker that much, so it's not... I wish I could tell you, like, if it's better or worse by much. I need to do more research. But, like, currently we have a monk in our guild. He's doing pretty good with it. Numbers-wise, they're great. They're great for ads. Like, if you need a class that's just there to deal with the ads, they're awesome for it. Brewmaster and healer stocks are definitely going up, but as for Windwalker, I mean the tier set looks alright. Like I like cooldown reduction tier sets, but as for like the playstyle and how it synergizes, I have no idea. I don't know. It just, all we know is it plays around an ability called Ebb and Toes, so you're literally just like while Windwalker, while Mistweaver and Brewmaster probably gonna see a lot of play, like Windwalker is gonna be sucking on toes. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Just, it's a meme right now. It's just toes. As for like how good it's gonna be, I wish I had an answer for you. I know it's solid too, but as a rogue main, it feels nice, you know, a bit more fun. So like rogue is going through a rework, so I don't think a monk could compete with a rework in any measure. Rogue is insanely fun right now. You would need to pry me with a 12 crowbars and have Morgan Freeman be present for it for me to let go of rogue right now. It is insanely good. I don't think they're comparable at the moment, just because rogue is going through a ton of changes. and Rogue is just getting new cool stuff. So Monk is not changing. So I'm a big fan of new stuff. So there's no way a Monk would ever like win in my book for me personally. But I need to give him more time, Sammy, to give you a better idea of like how I feel about Monks. Like, are they looking really good for this next patch? Like right now they're pretty good, but like with the rework Rogues are getting, like Rogues are looking good. I say invest into Rogue. Rogue songs are high and the changes are good. For Rogue, insane. Yeah, insanely good. For Rogue, they're just nuts. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this then. It's weird going kill command, but I kind of like I don't like terms of engagement, honestly. I like having the harpoon to like when I need it. But this is set up. This guy got like a weapon, armor, all that stuff. We're chilling. It's gonna scale up anyway, so it's not really worth like low item level. In fact, I'll run this for the haste. This haste very good. And I'll mark this character at some point. So we got us as a rogue setup, a shaman setup, a priest setup, and warrior somewhere. Where are you? Thou Furious. There we go. I was gonna say, like, can I not drag these? Didn't they re-enable that as a setting? Which they were like, oh, new setting. I was like, well, actually, let's be honest, it was there before. Dal Brews. I mean, this is Brewmaster Mistweaver was pretty fun, but I haven't tried Windwalker really. Build slaps and single target, 240, 140 without lust. For survival, I mean? The Fury of the Eagle? I imagine it does, because like you get big crit damage windows. That's pretty good. Oh, is that why you went kill command? So you can get more resets or more reason to press kill command so you can get resets on your Fury? I just realized it. I just put the two. That priest set? This thing? Or this thing? Because that's a monk. That's a priest. It looks good. I like it a lot though. It looks great. If that's what you mean, if that's a priest set, that's just a monk set. But it looks pretty neat too. That's a good looking set. A lot of warriors are not happy with this set though. Shamans are very, very happy. Hunters are, helmet is not amazing, but like everything else is pretty good. I'm happy with the rogue set. I really don't know what the community says about it, but it looks solid. Especially if you're looking for that deadly luck. Yeah, Flank Strike has a 6-second cooldown with Fury of the Eagle. I mean, I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about that kill command, but that's a nice point too. Rogue set of skull. That's what I think such a silly. I like this one from the get-go. I said off the bat, like, okay, I'm happy with Rogue set. We win it. We win. I think there are better ones, like the Shaman set looks really good. Death Knight set looks really good. I mean, look at, what is this bad boy? Where are you? I gotta scroll for it. Look at this bad boy. Also, Demon Hunter set is really cool too, man. You got yourself a demonic skull that floats above your head. That's solid. That's sick. I think the skull can maybe be a little bit lower proportionally. It feels like it almost sits a little too high, but otherwise it's good. I like it a lot. I mean, literally demon skull with just a fiery flame just spouting out of your head. I don't know how this is gonna work with like other sets, right? How this whole hammer is gonna work with some of the other sets, because like how you gonna combine this with other Demon Hunter sets or other like leather sets? It could look kind of silly, but it will look good either way. Rogue set is the best I saw. Wow, it looks really good. I'm very happy. And the recolorations of the rogue set, there's also some really good ones. The poison rogue looking thing with the green and the green like accents on the like the edges. Ooh, and you also got these vials on the side. Like it fits assassination so well. It's so good looking. I'm also a big fan of the mask too. I'm usually not a big fan of like the hoodies they've been doing, like this very Bloodfang style. But like I like the mask, dude. It's got like this Jason look to it, but also like exotic at the same time. Shoulders look good, chest looks good, like it has a bits of like metal, but very much leather, you know what I mean? Like I like it. I'm happy with it. I'm gonna have a level my rogue, third favorite set, dude. Yeah, rogue, definitely level the rogue just because of the class changes they're getting, man. It's worth investing your time into. 100% guaranteed, certified. You're gonna be happy with it. I'm telling you right now. Let me go get a chance from my weapons real quick because I know I'm missing those. Last thing to remember. Also, I don't got a raid tonight. I'm so happy. We don't gotta go back in. We're done. Done for the week. So couldn't be any happier, man. Could be more satisfied. So that's the elite set. Do we have the normal like honor set? We don't, do we? I don't think we do. But yeah, so some of the rogue recolors you can get out of this one. This is the normal like PvP one. It's got this green look to it. It looks pretty solid. The elite one got this rust and purple. It's maybe not the best combo, but like some people are gonna like that rust look, and I kind of do. Like the purple and rust going on, but like not everybody's gonna be favorite. The raid set versions, I mean, even like the raid finder looks pretty cool too. Like the blue and yellow, it's got like alliance color to it. The normal got this orange as well as the silver. Heroic got this really toxic green and silver. This is the one I was talking about that looks really much for assassin. Like look at the belt, dude. It's like fangs. Look at the boots, man. You got blades. You just edgy all across the board. And then the mythic one, solid, fan, big fan. Oh, look at the fist too, dude. It's got the claws, like shredder claws. Oh, it's so good. I'm a fan. I like it. Big like, very like, much good, very well. Can I even use these things on like my necklaces and stuff? Can I socket? No, I can't socket. No, hold on. Maybe I can socket. Hold on. Will it let me? Nah, it doesn't recognize it as a season 2 gear. So that's not gonna work. I need Sophic Devotion all across the board for all my weapons. All my weapons need Sophic. We're gonna pop it in here. Pop it into this one. And I'm gonna actually swap out this trinket. Because you know it's gonna literally burn me with fiery passion. I'm just gonna swap it to this thing. I do want to try this other one though. The Bandolier Twisted Blades. That could be really cool. Because like the spring back damage and shadow flame damage could be really fun. And the other weapons I need to enchant, where are they? I had them earlier. Okay, there's this thing. That fist weapon. That's gonna be a reason for my rogue is the Thorn Claw. Thorn Collar Claw. Thorn Collar Claw. And I guess maybe Forge Storm? I guess I'll use that on my offhand, because fire damage is good. Wait, no. Sophic. Okay, I'm set. I think I'm set. And all my stats are going to be kind of all over the place. I really should craft myself like some rings, but that means I got to hop on different alts and I got to craft the rings with secondary stats and get somebody with dual crafting. And I just don't got time for that. Not one bit, man. Myself up for like single target because I don't know what the next year is going to be. Rogue got a rework and a good look at set. I'm a jealous hunter. Yo, hunter set for Sally. Sally, your helmet is like the only thing I don't like for the hunter set. Everything else is actually kind of good. But I do agree with you. I think your class, honestly, could use a rework. Like the BM stuff they're giving you guys is pretty neat. Survival stuff like grenades is cool. But like, I think that's another spec that's like on the chopping block for a nice old rework. I do hope hunters get one. They gotta be next, man. Which spec of rogue is solid right now? All three of them. It's so early to tell, but I'm liking Assassin. I'm liking Outlaw a lot. I'm liking Subtlety as well. Outlaw's got a bit of hype going on for it right now. Just because it's got a nice little rework that gives them a very, 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 very fast-paced build that got a lot of burst and a big opener and a lot of buffs that you can maintain. Like really, really good buffs that you just don't even need to manage anymore. It is very nice and it's just like overall, just a full-on package. Outlaw's feeling very fast-paced and it's super nice. It's like some of the buffs, like the buff mechanic, it's kind of like almost automatic now, so you don't have to like min-max it. You can kind of just like float with it and it just works. I might need to stream early tomorrow too. I didn't think about it. Might need to go to bed early then. But yeah, Outlaw's feeling a lot better. Subtlety also still feels good. It just is going to be a little slower. You got high highs and low lows. Higher highs and a little lower lows. It's not that sustain heavy, but I think people will end up adapting to a different build with it. I think it'll still play really good. It's just there's not a lot of need for like a 30-second burst windows, but rather minute-long windows are probably better. Assassin's probably going to end up taking over, and Assassin got a nice little bit of rework in AoE and single target. They're changing some talents, and I'm hoping they'll end up fixing them a little bit by tomorrow, because they did say those hot fixes coming soon. But if I can find like a rogue, there's probably going to be more of them assassination nowadays, just because the spec is in a good spot. Is there none? Oh, Paladin. That's another class that I almost never like say anything about. I'm excited for Red. Not really as much about any other spec right now. But we'll see how it goes. Yeah. Wait, you're healing just Emerald Blossoms? That's a lot. Yeah, I wonder if the Emerald Blossom build is going to be the play then, Jake. Now that you... Okay, so your build is every time you empowerment, or every time you use empowerment ability, you just shoot out living flames everywhere. And I guess they can give you like procs, right? For bursts. Is that the only interaction there is between living flames and blossoms? Just like it gives you resources, so you could just throw a bunch of down. Living flames are proc essence. Couldn't you just also play around like Echo and like Mythic Pluses, for example, right? Instead of dropping down flowers. Oh, look at the Demon Hunter set. That's the PvP version. Look at the glaives though. Yo, look at the fire effect. That looks sick. Yo, belly guy right here, man. Oh, that blue Demon Hunter set looks so good, man. So good. Oh, you know what? Somebody pointed out that the PvP set looks like a Sargeras set. So if you remember, like, if you've seen these screenshots of like what Sargeras looked like before he went full demon, this is like these are Sargeras colors: the red, the golden, the blue, the royal kind of look to it. It's almost like a Sargeras look to it. It looks so good. Wow, what a set! But yeah, ASUS has a couple of towns that need to be a hot fix. Like this one used to give 4, it'd be cost 4 energy instead of 8. This one also is being hot fixed a bit so they don't completely energy drain you. But there's some opportunity for like good AoE builds. Like Crimson Temple is gonna cleave, or not cleave, but it's gonna scale with more targets it hits, so it's gonna be much better for AoE. Then you have this like classic spatter where when you mutilate, your poison damage cleaves onto nearby targets. So it's really, really solid. So you can throw down a Kingsbane and you just cleave and everything. It's so good. You got a execute mechanic with sudden demise. Like if your dots exceed target's worth of health, he just kills it instantly. It's so nice. It's gonna be good in M+. You got yourself indiscriminate carnage. Every time you re-stealth, you get like cleave when you couple of bleeds for a short moment. A Phantom Knives is a lot stronger too in general with the talent. I'm just overall excited for the spec. Oh my god. And the class 3 work with the class talents also is really good too. Well, we'll see how things go tomorrow. I am gonna run a bleeds build, I guess, for tomorrow. I don't know how well it's gonna work, but I hope it does well. It might be really good in execute though, but we'll see. I guess if I'm running the extinguisher, I can run amplifying. I don't think I really need caustic spatter. And we'll see how this goes tomorrow. Because I got a build, I got a SAS outlet, everything set up, and we'll see how raid does tomorrow. And then we'll do dungeon testing. Tomorrow's gonna be a long day. I probably should have just taken the day after day. For all we know. Alright, chat. Thank you so much for coming by. Thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna go for the night though. It's a late night for me. We'll hang out here for a good while. Tomorrow is gonna be a long stream. We're gonna start earlier. I think an hour earlier than normal. Just because that's when raid testing starts. I'm gonna start, if I can, 30 minutes before raid testing starts, just to get my bearings ready, get consumables from vendors and all that. And then go into raid testing, try stuff on Rogue, maybe swap halfway through, see if there's a pug group. Maybe heal as disc for a little bit. That could be really fun. Play some melee shaman, maybe warrior, right? And then maybe do like a dungeon or two for like an hour. Yeah, Baycrest. I'm down to the Baycrest. I want to see what they do with like doors and stuff. But yeah, thank you all, boys. Appreciate you. You guys are wonderful, beautiful. If you want to join me for PTR testing tomorrow, copy a character. We can maybe queue up for some random pug groups, and then I'd like to do a dungeon. Like, see how Waycross goes. I don't know how the scaling is gonna work, so I'm thinking like throw into like a 15, take off all affixes, or run it, see if it's plays as good as it did back then, and try some stuff out, try trinkets and all that. That could be really fun. Alright, you guys have a wonderful evening. Thanks so much for watching. I do hope all of you enjoyed. Oh, Priest, that's another one I really want to play. I was surprised, but Priest actually played really good this week. I am very impressed. We didn't give it a proper try last time, and I was like, weird tier set. But when you actually play it, oh, it actually plays kind of nicely. I'm surprised, genuinely surprised. I loved it a lot. Alrighty, boys. I'll catch you guys all in the next stream. Alrighty, peace.
Do you wanna stay the night? Cause I don't wanna be alone. It's been weighing on my mind for too long, too long. Do you wanna save a life? Cause I just really need someone. I've been barely holding on, and I'm still running from my demons. I'm still hiding all my secrets, and I just need someone